But yeah. I don't even like StreamYard, yo. I don't even like StreamYard, man. I like OBS. Something wrong with my audio though. All right, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking, man. Like a sub, man. It's already been a fucked up show. Like, took me 2 hours to get it right. All right, so check this out, man. Let's get to it. I want to show you guys before we get into the Russell Crowe thing. Man, I had the show so planned. It was gonna flow so smooth, man. Fucking audio. Before we get into the show about Russell Crowe, can I share a pet peeve with y'all real quick? Share a pet peeve with y'all real quick. Damn, I do sound good. I put my earpieces in right. On occasion, I play desktop video games and they get free lives or whatever. You know, I watch the commercials. I've seen this commercial 3 times, and every time I see it, it really fucking annoys me. I want to share with you guys today. This has absolutely nothing to do with today's show. This is just me being petty. And don't worry, you can't hear it because there's no audio. There's no audio to it, so don't worry about the audio. This is a video. This is an ad rather for free yoga, right? For free yoga. Now I watch ads because you know dirty folks gonna have ads, and I'm gonna be popping up on y'all video games and you know y'all YouTube videos too pretty soon, right? So I watch them because I watch the competition, but this ain't competition. This is weird. So why is a crackhead doing yoga courses? Like you can't get this. Look, watch with me, man. You can't tell me this ain't a 56-year-old crackhead. There is no way. You might look at her face and think she's 21. This is a 56-year-old crackhead. There is absolutely nothing in my mind, body, soul, or spirit that makes me believe that she's anything less. n- Allegedly, because I don't want to get doxxed or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be like, that's my homegirl. And I'm play this shit again. Because I just can't believe it. Look, bro. Wait. Let's just stop right here. Let's just right here. Let's go at right here. I don't even know how to pick the rewind and shit. Look though, no titties, no ass. You can see the ribs, bro. When the last time you saw a person's rib cage, bro? Hey, Mike said Methany. Hey, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you on that, bro. This is this is hey, there's a method to the madness. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. There's a method to this madness, bro. You can see the rib cage, my nigga. When the last time you saw somebody rib cage, bro? Now I get that she can touch the floor, even though her foot not flat. Is her foot supposed to be flat? If this, but maybe it will get flat. I can't tell. Oh, she did go flat, bro. Look at this. You can't tell me this is not a 56-year-old crackhead speedballer that mix her cocaine with meth, bro. You can't tell. Look, bro. This has absolutely nothing to do with the show. I just want to punish y'all because I had to see this shit. That's all. I had to see it, so y'all got to see it. Now, with that being said, the reason I had to see that is because of these goddamn liberals, bro. This is what I mean. I've been saying real shit on social media for a long time, and I kept getting put in Facebook jail, Twitter suspend me, all type of shit. Y'all see how many times I've been flagged by YouTube, right? To the point I had to shut down for 45 days just to get monetized. So, in order to get out that jam on all social media platforms, I'm no longer a man, my nigga. I am a binary lesbian, my nigga. But as a binary lesbian, they send me female commercials because you know they do it by age and gender. So I got to see girl commercials. I've seen so many commercials about $17 lace front wigs. It'll blow your mind, my nigga. But this particular, I could do the lace front wigs. I could take all the fucking Stormy Daniels, $1 million conferences. I can stomach my way through it for them free lives. But this shit right here was just too much for me, bro. This crackhead methadone, you look, I it was too much. You know how like enough is enough and you can't take no more, bro. Like that was the end of my binary lesbian ad space content that I could take by myself and not knowing that nobody I talk to will ever see that because y'all men. I'm a cyber binary lesbian. Y'all just men. So y'all don't see that shit. Y'all get like fucking commercials for Ewings and fucking McDonald's and y'all get cool ass commercials about shit that you'll be interested in. I get $17 lace fronts and fucking meth heads doing fucking yoga, bro. It's fucked up out here, bro. That's why I be mad all the time, man. You see the type of content I'm forced to watch, nigga, just to be here. Oh shit. All right, let's get to the proceedings, bro. And I want y'all to know when I saw it this time, I stopped it and screenshot it like, yo, no, they gotta see this shit. Cause fuck y'all, fuck me, fuck y'all, nigga. We in this together, tribe. We in this together. When I move, you move, just like that, man. Y'all gotta watch the meth head, crack, dope fiend, yoga instructors too. Yes, it is tequila. Thank you for asking. All right, so Russell Crowe went on Bill Maher about 6 months ago, and the last 5 months have been hell for that man. This last week in particular has been bananas, nigga. Bananas. This last week has been crazy. Yeah. What I say? Yeah, but Russell Brand, I say Russell Crowe. I've been mixing up all day. I apologize. Shout out to Russell Crowe. Russell Brand, man. We're gonna stick with the brand. About 6 months ago, he went on Bill Maher and he said some real shit. And I'll tell you why Russell Brand has become a danger to the non-binary peoples. They won't let me use the audio? All right, let's go.
We do. We love facts. I love facts.
I wouldn't have mentioned it. I'm English, and you know that politeness is our fundamental religion.
Yeah.
But they do pertain to this issue. So may I say something? If they inconvenience you, I'll stop saying them. The pandemic created at least 40 new big pharma billionaires. Pharmaceutical corporations like Moderna and Pfizer made $1,000 of profit every second from the COVID-19 vaccine. More than two-thirds.
Let me pause that real quick. Let me pause that real quick. I'm about to bring this all the way back. Can you imagine making $1,000 per second, my nigga? Per second, not per minute, not per hour. $1,000 per second.
Hell no, to the no, no, no.
We talking big money shit. We talking big money shit. Top 1%er. Top 1%er. I'm gonna bring that back though, because that was bananas to me, nigga. When I heard $1,000 per second, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My testicles started itching, bro. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. I thought I was like, I've never busted up without being hard before. I'm like, I'm totally flaccid, but I think I got a nut, nigga. $1,000 per second, my nigga. I was like, whoa, Kelly, bring that back.
I love facts.
I wouldn't have mentioned it. I'm English, and you know that politeness is our fundamental religion.
Yeah.
But they do pertain to this issue, so may I say some of them? If they inconvenience you, I'll stop saying them. The pandemic created at least 40 new big pharma billionaires. Pharmaceutical corporations like Moderna and Pfizer made $1,000 of profit every second from the COVID-19 vaccine. More than two-thirds of
For real. I just got the goddamn audio to work. Now you gonna freeze the stream? God damn it. Like a sub, man. Like a sub. I'm struggle streaming today, man. I'm struggle streaming today. Support dirty folks for struggle stream. Struggle stream warlord.
We love facts. I love facts.
I wouldn't have mentioned it. I'm English, and you know that politeness is our fundamental religion.
Yeah.
But they do pertain.
Are they choking Russell Brand? Is Russell Brand being censored? I'm already censored. How they gonna have censor on top of censor? Hold on, I'll make it smaller. Maybe it'll play.
We love facts. I love facts.
I wouldn't have mentioned it. I'm English, and you know.
Is it a conspiracy by the man? Does the man not want y'all to get this information? They heard $1,000 a second and was like, whoa. Let them have nigger pennies. They can't get this real, you know what I'm saying, colonizer money. They got to stick with those nigger pennies. They don't want you to hear how much.
That politeness is our fundamental religion.
Yeah.
But they do pertain to this issue, so may I say some of them? If they inconvenience you.
They got me defragging and everything, man. I don't know why it's not playing, bro. It's been playing all goddamn day. Yes, I would like to find out why. Why do you keep fucking up my shit? I got good Comcast quality. I see that. I know what I'm gonna do. Watch this, Hood. Watch this. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bag out. And then we're gonna go right back in. We're gonna click it all the way. We're gonna bag out again because that's the wrong goddamn clip. Clip we had was like a minute. They gonna make me find this shit. It's probably for the best. They probably shut down the clip while we was watching. Now I gotta find it. Bernie Sanders on this show. Oh, that's crazy. It was Bernie Sanders with Russell Brand. That was free healthcare for everybody, bro. That is a free healthcare for everybody ass lineup. Bernie Sanders with Russell Brand. Yeah, they don't want the info out, G. But hold on, I got a trick for their ass, man. I got a trick for their ass. Watch this.
It's birds and pigs.
We're back in the wet market again, where it's like it's the reality. It's like
but it jumped.
There's bad shit that goes on in those places.
That's
$1 billion that have been granted to the Pentagon, 55% of which has ended up in the hands.
Hey, Russell was spitting though. I ain't going in front, bro. I'm trying to find Russell. Russell was spitting. The politicians weren't spitting. Russell was spitting. And this is why he's a sexual assaulter now, nigga. Nigga was spitting so good. He been spitting so good for the last 6 months, man. They had to shut him down.
We don't know what they are, and they're the things that we haven't found out what they are after we did shoot them down.
I wonder whether or not the $14 trillion that have been granted to the Pentagon, 55% of which has ended up in the hands of the military industrial complex, which surely American people are becoming weary of.
Bro, I swear to God, I
needs occasionally to be boosted with fanciful ideas of extraterrestrial invasion.
Yo, why this is loading back up, yo? I'm gonna let this load. Why it's loading back up, yo? Do y'all believe in UFOs? Do you believe that ET came down here and somehow all he saw was farmers and Air Force pilots? Like y'all believe that they just slide down on the Air Force every once in a while, and that one farmer that's uh like plowing his potato patch into the letter 8, like them the only two motherfuckers that's y'all think that, bro? Y'all think they got enough technology and enough armaments and enough intelligence to come into our orbit, our atmosphere, and be close enough to the land to anally probe people, but they don't. But they scared of the city. They scared of Chicago and New York and L.A. They just going to Kansas and anally probe alcoholics. Y'all believe in the UFO? I believe we have a UFO. I believe in Area 51. But all this routine, we finna slide down and get some McDonald's and shit. Y'all believe that? Rock, you're wrong, sir. Katy Perry. Well, you're right. Katy Perry used to bang this dude. Katy Perry married this dude. She married this man. That's a little bit more than banging. That's constant bang. That is buying the cow, sir. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on, guys. I got a theory.
Maybe there needs to be a continual reminder that the skies themselves could become a threat unless Raytheon, Lockheed Martin,
What in the entire fuck?
and BAE Systems continue to profit. Elsewise, a balloon, a perfect metaphor.
They gonna make me shut this shit down. I don't want to shut this shit down. I like my shit.
For it is naught but hot air, nothing inside it, shot down by a $400,000 missile, might be coming for your family.
But again, I mean, we were just saying here we all should be skeptical and have open minds on everything. It is possible that there's life on other planets that are visiting us or scouting us. I mean, there are even the U.S. Even the U.S. I'm just saying it's possible. Carl Sagan
Sure,
said
it
it's
is possible.
Okay.
But if you think that something from another universe came all the way here and was just kind of dragging around and was shot down very easily, I think if it's a UFO, they would have done a little bit better in avoiding and evading that kind of missile.
First of all, we're not saying it's from another universe. We're saying it's from the same universe. The universe is very big, very big.
Phil, I think Bernie raises a good point. It's not like E.T. would come all the way here and then trip up outside Elliot's house. He's made it all the way here.
I agree. No,
that's the point.
That's the point, Bernie.
Okay. The Chinese balloon is different. I'm not saying the Chinese balloon was
I'm
from another universe or this universe.
I mean, it would have to be from China.
Because this wasn't the point. The ET wasn't the point. Russell Brand is the point. ET was not the point. I wonder, bro. Hold on, let me try. Let me try something, guys. Yo, they don't have no what's on there. There we go.
Okay, we're on CNN now. I don't know how that happened, but we're back with our panel from Vermont.
Let's fast forward a little bit. It's still down? Nigga, I done shut it down, brought it back, defrag, this cleanup, and this is what they doing. And what the hell is Russell Crowe? I mean,
Bernie Sanders, the senator, host of Showtime.
I'm steady calling that man Russell Crowe when his name Russell Brand like a motherfucker. You know what's really fucked up? The clip that I wanted was only here. It is right here. Now it show up. Where was it when I just checked the last time? I said it was only a minute 46. Man, I'm stuck at $1,000 per second. That's $60,000 per minute. Per minute. That's 3.6 mil or 336 mil per hour. Hold on, I'm about to do the math on that shit because it's gonna take forever for this shit to load up anyway. Hold on, let me look at this. I want to know, cause man, I don't know a scam that pay like that, bro. It's all right. Check it out. So, right, $1,000 a second. $1,000 a second.
Inconvenience you. I'll stop saying them. The pandemic.
That's $60,000 per minute. $60,000 per minute. Now it's 60 minutes in an hour. So times 60 more. That's $3.6 million per hour. But you still can't go outside and you got to wear a mask. So in 24 hours, hold on, times 24. That's $86,400,000 per day on a pandemic. But wait a minute, it gets worse. We was locked down for a year. For a year. So that's $86,400,000. What I say in 24 hours. So now we got to multiply that by 365 days. That is $31,536,000,000, bro. I don't know where my volume went. That is bananas money, man. That is Wonder Nut bread. Sarah Rock talking about some change. I rebuke you, sir. That nigga said, bro, that is long bread. $31,536,000,000 to Big Pharma. That's not even counting the masks and the remote and how they changed the fucking labor laws and that's. I'm about to block you, Mike. I ain't even gonna lie. I almost got blocked. Somebody Keisha make him live up to the potential. Ah, shit. All right. That's crazy bread, bro. That's crazy. That's butternut bread.
Created at least 40 new big pharma billionaires. Pharmaceutical corporations like Moderna and Pfizer made $1,000 of profit every second from the COVID-19 vaccine. More than two-thirds of Congress received campaign funding from pharmaceutical companies in the 2020 election. Pfizer chairman Albert Bourla told Time magazine in July 2020 that his company was developing a COVID vaccine for the good of humanity, not for money. And of course, Pfizer made $100 billion in profit in 2022. And may I just mention, finally, and this is also a fact, that you, the American public, funded the development of that. The German public funded the BioNTech vaccine. When it came to the profits, they took the profits. When it came to the funding, you paid for the funding. It's difficult not to...
But I will just add one thing. It is possible that these are...
When it came to the profit, taxpayers paid for the profit. I'm sorry, when it came to the research and the funding, taxpayers paid for the funding. When it came to the profit, they kept the profit. You tell me that don't sound like toddlers, right? Tell me it don't. That's all that real man shit. When it comes to who pays the bills and who pays for dinner and who pays for the movies and who pays for the trips, who pays for the clothes, who takes care of other niggas' kids, who takes care of their kids, but that they can't see, men. Who gets to spend the money? Keisha. Keisha is the government just a micro version of the government. Karen and Keisha are the government. That's why the government makes sure that Karen and Keisha stays okay because they need the funding. They need to keep you broke, and they know pussy will keep you broke. They need to keep you broke so they can stay rich. And they know if you aren't worried about getting your dick wet with a dumb bitch, then you'll realize what's going on in this nation, and you'll be like, "Thou shalt not pass." You got me fucked up. But y'all concerned about little bitty shit. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Let me say this real quick. I really want to talk about tribal shit. I really want to talk about, man, construction, how you can stretch it out, how you can tribe up and have a community around people that you like by not only just having a homeowners association, but by also owning your own um communal constitution, so only a certain type of person can even live around you in the first place. How to create businesses for your tribe that employ your tribe, so that, man, that their housing and their employment is connected to the place in which they live. And you know what I'm saying, keep bitches in the kitchen while men run. And if this bitch say anything, every nigga be like, "Yo, she had clothes on, alfalfa, right?" But I gotta see. And we getting there, bro. We a small little group, you know what I'm saying? But we getting there. We getting there. Anybody who know me, man, y'all done seen me. I'm like Jada Kiss, man. I'm your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast. Don't nobody show up in my shit, but every time I pop up on somebody else shit, Angry Man or Anton Dan, so like, they go dirty folks, but y'all don't never stop by and get a membership, man. Matter of fact, become a member of the channel, man, because I'm about to start doing member only content about real tribal shit. We could talk about this Tyler shit in public, it don't matter. But we're gonna start talking about some real, that's not Henry Ford shit. That is Charles Pullman shit from the Pullman Porters, Pullman trains. That's Charles Pullman shit. I've done a show about him, but I had to delete the video to get monetized. And I don't remember what video it was, but that's some Charles Pullman shit. Told to say women shouldn't pay taxes unless they own something. Americans don't pay taxes. You're not Americans. America is a land of the free, home of the brave. Americans don't pay taxes. Y'all trying to get democracy and a corporatocracy. But I digress. I want to get into that shit, man. But right now, man, you know, niggas ain't ready. Niggas ain't ready. But let's go.
Greedy capitalists
What?
made a lot of money,
Yes.
and also they're
Really? Why don't they want to see? Because it's the only video that's freezing. And it wasn't freezing earlier. You know, we're gonna skip this video, man, because it's just too. It's way more work than it's worth. Let me show y'all something real quick. We gonna come back to this video. I just want to show you Russell Crowe's channel real quick. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I keep saying Russell Crowe. That's on me. Russell Brand's channel. Russell Brand's channel on Rumble has 1.4 million followers, bro. His YouTube channel has 6 million followers. Russell Brand doesn't need any network to get his message across. You understand that? 1.4 million on Rumble. When he said whatever the fuck you want to say. He starts off his shows on YouTube, then be like, "Yo, we about to get real. You got to come to Rumble." 1.4 on Rumble.
Refined performance for unrefined terrain. Your perfect off-road ready Mazda CX-50. Find it here. The Mazda CX-50. We're looking for outsiders.
Russell Brand got so many subs that you can't skip the goddamn commercials, bro. He got to get paid. But let's not. But we gonna come back here, man. Let me shut down that YouTube. We gonna come back here. Once Russell Brand did that stream, he started getting attacked. All of a sudden, after he said Big Pharma was making $1 million, or whatever fuck he said, $6 million a second, or $1,000 a second, $1,000 a second. Once he said that, all of a sudden there was a whole movement to find every woman that Russell Brand ever had sex with, bro. It's crazy, bro. It is really fucking crazy how they doing that, man, right? And what ended up happening is now they have, like, these protests. A lot of these protests are paid protesters. Now they have paid for Russell Brand, and I'm assuming Bill Cosby and a couple other people. They're having paid victims come out the closet to say Russell did something to them. It's crazy out here. Here's just one of the many articles, bro. One of the many articles. UK police receive assault allegation following Russell Brand reports. This is September 18th. This is today. London police said that Monday they had received the allegation of uh sex tampering dating back 20 years. They're going back 20 years on this man. Following media reports about the comedian and actor Russell Brand. I'm not going to read all this, man, because the details of this particular case isn't what's important. What's important is once you look about it, every goddamn hour, bro, 32 minutes ago, Russell Brand was reportedly called out as a predator. 12 minutes ago, Russell Brand's live tour in UK postponed in wake of allegations. 27 minutes ago, London police received report of sexual assault. 5 hours ago, some chick did a report, did an interview on him. 4 hours ago, Russell Brand came out, and that don't count. He just said he ain't do it, so that count. 10 hours ago, Russell Brand allegations highlight critical intervention for that. 7 hours ago, Russell Brand's kids. Everything you need to know about his daughters. They even went to the man's daughters, bro. That is crazy, bro. But no. Bro. And all this shit is the last few days, bro. The last few days. They have a article in here I saw earlier, but I saw it on Google. Hollywood is asking actresses to come forward, and they will pay them for their testimony of if Russell Brand ever touched them, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. They're literally paying women to say that, goddamn man, she had sex and she regretted it after they had sex, man. That shit ain't fair, bro. Hell no, to the no. They going back to shit like 06. Danny Monologue accused Brand of sexual harassment. Harassment isn't sexual assault. It's just harassment. Like, how you doing, beautiful? And she don't think that you find her to say hello, beautiful, and they accuse your shit. Like, bro, they are going full retard on Russell Brand right now, bro. Full retard, bro. That is facts, bro. Mike said $1,000 a second can buy a lot of allocations. I assume you mean accusations, but we're gonna roll with it. Yo, $1,000 a second, bro. $1,000 a second could damn near buy me, my nigga. $1,000 a second? I'm a man of integrity. I won't even take you money, nigga, but $1,000 a second? I might have to consider that and be like, man, how much do I? Maybe I will be black again, nigga. I don't know. Bro, this is crazy. So remember when R. Kelly went through his incident and people said it had to be true because so many women came out about him. They just did off sheer numbers. Then who else was trying to get? Bill Cosby. And it was like, yo, it had to be true because so many white women in a time of racism, when they would hang you from a tree if you even whistled at a white woman, all of a sudden he slept with 25 white women and gave them drugs, but ain't nobody reported until 40 years later. But it must be true because there's so many people. That's what they're doing now. They're trying to use overwhelming force because that's how submission works. Shout out to submission. No. They got here using overwhelming force. They said, man, it's 52 people. 52 people said they were touched. He has to be a predator. That's why I stay toxic, my niggas. That's why I stay toxic. Because I know at least 7 girls who will say I snatched their goodies between 1996 and 2015. I know at least 7. It's probably like 40, but I know at least 7, right? They just waiting. They waiting for opportunity. Be like, oh yeah, he took the pussy. That's why I stay toxic. Because if they ever comes out, I need y'all to remember, like, yo, dirty folks been saying, goddamn it, that's what he do. Like he say he whippings, timeouts, take their allowance, and bitch, you should have known what the fuck you was dealing with. You don't see Larry Flynn or Uncle Luke, Luther Campbell, or Hugh Hefner go down for sexual assault because they know what it's about. You see people who sing R&B songs about love, people who's supposed to be in corporate America, liberals who talk about peace and love and plant flowers. Those are the ones that go down. You never hear a toxic nigga go down for sexual assault. You know what? I can't even argue with that. So I'm gonna just go ahead, go to the next clip because I can't even argue with what Tola just said. That was absolutely true. Let me show you guys something. The power of Russell Crowe and why they want to take Russell Crowe down. Like us up, man. Like us up. See your heart. Donate to the daycare, man. Really. If it's in your heart, donate to the daycare, man. This mic took me back a little bit. I could use some lunch money. Tomorrow, Taco Tuesday. I ain't got no taco money. This is, when did this come out? September 13th, last week. I wish I didn't click this first. Russell Brand was the first interview that dude did once he got kicked off CNN. I can't think of his name, but Russell's such a big deal, bro, because his social media base is so bananas. I want to go to the 15-minute mark when he starts talking about social media. No video sound? Hold on, bro. I'm gonna bring it back. Because when I was sharing, the whole thing did freeze, so it's possible y'all didn't get the video sound. Hold on, bro. Let me go back to 15. All
It's
right.
not just about like oratory, but just authenticity more.
Is it the
Is
audio that
what
makes
people appear to be craving now, Candice. That people are sort of starting to sense that our sanitary.
I promise you, bro. When y'all couldn't hear it, it was playing good as shit. I was like, all right, we good. As soon as he said he couldn't hear it, and I put the volume on, everything froze up, man. That is crazy, bro. That is real tolerance, bro. I'm gonna let it. Okay, let's try it again. Because we still at the point I want to be at.
Empty, hollow political rhetoric isn't leading anywhere. Another thing, because you sort of, I guess it's fair to say that your position is generally a conservative, how do you feel when issues such as free speech and a broad and general anti-war stance appear to now have become conservative issues? There's been this extraordinary flip where the liberal peacenik cultural revolution, let it all hang out, let's smoke a doobie man party has become the party of have a war, don't question a war, don't talk about potential peaceful or diplomatic solutions. And obviously when it comes to censorship, the liberal democratic left it appears more censorial based on the relationships that have been demonstrated between them and the sort of social media sites, for example, and their use of various deep state agencies to control narratives, and in fact, excuse me, just the continuum of censorship across successive administrations, Snowden onwards, so when the values like free speech and anti-war can become untethered from one side of the political aisle, what does that do to your position? And do you think it's a fair assessment to?
Let me say this, man. I gotta skip Candace because Candace is gonna say some stuff that give me flag. But check this out. I'm gonna skip up a little bit. Let me explain something to you. These liberals, the ones that black people vote for, the ones that black people say are for black people, the ones that are supposed to be for freedom, the one that's supposed to bring genteel things to America, are the reason that I have to be a binary lesbian on social media just to not get flagged for typing out the word woman. Think about that. If I type out woman, I automatically go to Facebook jail. I literally have to call them toddlers on Facebook just not to go to jail, right? You see people womb man using the number 8 in the middle of words just to avoid the censors because you can't even say anything about women, gays, or the Jewish community without getting flagged. That's how bad it is. You can't say nothing about the Summer of Love 2020. You can't say anything about vaccinations. You can't say anything about the election. You can't say anything about anything important, or they will censor you. They talk about China all day, like, oh, China censors their people. Look, you're getting censored right here, right now. They're writing history and blocking you from telling the correct history right now because the victors write the history books. Right now. You're right, Shadrach. Biden said if you didn't vote for him, then you're not black. I've been telling y'all I'm not black, though. I keep telling y'all not to be black. I keep telling y'all unless you're a woman, a gay, or you got a parole officer, you ain't black either. Quit saying that dumb shit. We something different. Black ain't it. I went fast forwarded because Candace started talking about her whole mission to stop child trafficking, and she was just she getting flagged. She's like every time she says she get flagged. I don't want to get flagged. Why she talking about why she get flagged? I can find my own reasons to get flagged. But But let's get past that. I want to go to the 27-minute mark, and because at 27 minutes, that's when they switch from YouTube multi-stream to straight Rumble.
As a parent, this is like that. This is my hill to die on. So, you know, the YouTube censorship surrounding that topic makes me very uncomfortable.
The YouTube censorship surrounding the fact that she doesn't want her child to go to school one day and come up missing, like losing Isaiah, and she can't talk about it because most of the missing kids are revolved around that rainbow flag. It's her hill to die on, and you know what? I respect her for that. I respect her for that. I just don't want to go to YouTube jail while she explains her point.
What do you imagine is the agenda of those you oppose? What do you genuinely think is the reason? Because, you know, I know the kind of stories you cover. I know how it would be reported in some portions of the media. People would say, oh, like misgendering and things like that. And you know me, right? That's not the sort of thing that I would ever do. If someone wants me to say something, you know, the same way as I'd call someone Mr. or Doctor or whatever, if they ask me to, someone says, call me like whatever. I'm like, it's for me, just because of that principle of kindness that I've previously mentioned. With regard to this issue.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna let it play. It's freezing, so I just pause it. Does that sound like a man? A man who will call you whatever you want to be called, take you wherever you want to go. He is, and at some point he says he's more emotional than women. He literally says that in this stream. I don't know if we're gonna get to it or not. But he literally says it's in the stream. What about this man, this uber rich, famous man? That is what is he, the great nephew of the Rothschild family? What will make this man become a target for sexual deviancy? Russell Crowe, the dude that married Katy Perry. Yeah, I didn't say it, and I'm not gonna say it, but I'm not gonna disagree with you, Shadrach. He got that vibe, but he's a flower child, juice and berry boy. Now, all of a sudden, for the last 20 years, everybody he had in contact with, now he's the new Russell Simmons. He went from Russell. I keep wanting to call that boy Russell Crowe so bad. He went from being Russell Brand to Russell Simmons. Now that I think about it, all Russells are bad. I just thought about that. Stay away from people named Russell. Stay away from people named Russell. Hold on, man. Let me say this real quick because I need y'all to understand what I'm about to say. I don't believe in astrology. I don't. But I do believe in name association. I believe if you know somebody by a particular name, everybody with that name shares the same characteristics. Shaniqua's have the same characteristics. Keisha has the same characteristics to the point that you call them Keisha. Karen's had the same characteristics. Russell Simmons sleeps with 11-year-olds. Russell Crowe also sleeps with children, and he's a bona fide racist. Russell Brand, I don't know about him, but maybe he's probably androgynous and all that shit. When I was a child, when I was in Boy Scouts, one of our assistant scoutmasters' name was Russell Shelby. Russell Shelby went to jail for sleeping with one of our den mother's 14-year-old daughter. She was cute too. Daughter was cute. I was a kid. I was like 9. She was 14 because I was a Cub Scout. Her daughter was 14, which is, too old for me, but that nigga was fucking 30, my nigga. That nigga was 30. Slow it. Shit. Matter of fact, he was around my daddy. If I was 9, my dad was 43. He was younger than my dad, but he was like 37. He ain't had no kids, but he volunteered in that Boy Scouts. No kids, but he a Boy Scout volunteer. Assistant Scoutmaster. Slept with a 14-year-old girl. Got 7 years in jail, therefore. Come back to Boy Scouts. By now, No, he might have did the whole 7. By now, though, now I'm like 15, 16 years old, and I realize that this nigga got the tightest motherfucking Boy Scout shorts I've ever seen in my life, nigga. His cargo shorts was so tight, nigga. You could see his nuts, my nigga. And I'm like, yo, is Mr. Shelby kind of sweet? His name was Russell, though. Russell Shelby. I'm like, he's kind of sweet. But I called him Mr. Shelby because I was, young. And bro, went to jail again, my nigga, for sleeping with an 11-year-old boy, and the boy reported it. I'm really starting to think that all Russells really are sexual deviants, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of name association. Of name association, bro. I'm starting to think that Russells be touching people, bro. I want to take up. Look, I started this stream off wanting to take up for Russell Brand, but I just talked myself out of it, bro. Because I believe in name association, and there's a lot of goddamn Russells that's touching on people they shouldn't be touching, bro. I think Russell was a touchy-feely name. I'm starting to believe that shit. I never date a girl named Keisha again, nigga. So maybe Russell. But you know what? I'm getting the benefit of the doubt. All right, let's go back.
Are you saying that you believe that obviously I think we've both agreed that pedophilia is distinct and separate from other forms of, it's like it's a matter of abuse because it's a matter of consent and children can't offer consent. They're too young. It's just plain and simple abuse. So what do you think is culturally happening? Do you think pedophilia is being normalized, and to what end?
Yeah, it absolutely is being normalized. I mean, they've already come up with another term for it. You're seeing college professors say that this push that it should be called minor attracted people, that the word pedophilia is not something that should be used. That's scary. You're softening pedophilia. And when you see things of this nature and then you take a look at the books and why they're trying to introduce this to kids that are quite literally in kindergarten, first grade. I mean, you're talking about kids that are 5, 6, and 7 years old. Why else would you want to talk to them about their private parts and their gender? It doesn't make sense. Teach my children arithmetic, teach them hard academics, and it's not about being accepting because you have children. Could you imagine if every single thing that they said you wanted to affirm? I literally yesterday woke up and my son said he wanted to drive the big car. Yeah, it's important to tell my child, no, he can't drive a car. And so by trying to say to kids, you actually are smart enough and you do have the autonomy separate from your parents to make decisions, what are we setting them up for? We're setting up the idea that you're an adult, you're a little adult and don't listen to your parents and your parents are backwards, which of course is the pedophilia thing is just going to be right behind it. And I've got my eyes on that. I really do believe that that's what's happening right now.
My children happen to be quite good drivers, and I have no problem with them driving either the big or little. They can do what they want in that vehicle. I mean, as you've said, they're so unnaturally and peculiarly and inexplicably good looking. Just got to let them do whatever they want. I was also, what do I want to say there? What I feel is reasonable when educating, firstly, I would say this, the parents of children should be in charge of the way that those children are educated. And whether that's traditional or progressive should be a matter for the parent to determine. Again, that's a principle. So the principle isn't I've got a preference and I'm going to use this argument to leverage my preference. I don't not care, but mind how other people raise their children. I wouldn't want other people telling me how to raise my children. So what I would say possibly, aside from pedophilia, which is it seems to me pretty plainly wrong, that when it comes to offering different ways that a human being might express themselves or be, isn't the assumption that we live in a culture that doesn't allow room for debate or conversation, or at least hasn't historically, and a lot of assumptions around identity, around gender have been made that sort of began with something you touched on earlier, that women ought to be able to work in all roles and have jobs in whatever sector. And because even when you said a bit earlier, women are more.
Hold on, he about to say He about to say he's sassy, by the way. He about to say he's sassy. I just wanted to pause real quick. Women should not be able to work in all roles. They shouldn't be in all sectors. Women only want to be in all sectors because their idea of power comes from men. So they want men's jobs, but they also want men to do the job for them as they get paid a man's salary and get a man title. What the fuck a female cop gonna do to you? Female cop can't do shit. Why are so many goddamn Keishas working at Home Depot, my nigga? Why? These bitches can't cut lumber. They don't know shit about building a house. Why are they there? Why do women teach? No matter how many times you try to convince niggas that women are the first teachers, it's a motherfucking lie. Women run the teaching field, and these kids can't read. 70% of America are functional illiterates. 43% of boys are dropping out of school. 80% of boys that are taught by women in public school, because public school is women. Let's not get that twisted. Talking public school, 80% are functional illiterates when they graduate from college. Graduate from high school. They don't teach you shit. Girls can't teach. If you fall off the bike, they can't teach you how to ride a bike. Your dad has to tell you to get back on and put training wheels on it. Women don't know shit. Women don't know shit. They got to take classes to learn how to work their own pussy. Take Kegel classes, take dick sucking classes, take dick riding classes. Bitch, your whole job is to be naked and fuck, and they need classes for that. Bitches don't know shit. Not a motherfucking thing. Why are they in every sector? Makes no sense. Anyway, that's my rant.
Have been made that sort of began with something you touched on earlier, that women ought to be able to work in all roles and have jobs in whatever sector. And because even when you said a bit earlier, women are more emotional, I thought, God, I bet I'm more emotional than you. And I'm a man, you're a woman.
Hey, who said that shit? Shyrock. Hey, whoever said he might be a switch hitter, bro. This buzz for you, my nigga. It take a strong man to admit that he more sensitive than a woman, bro. It take a strong man. He got to be secure in his emotionalism to admit some shit like that. All right, but shout out to Russell, man. Even though he a Russell, but shout out to Russell.
Woman, I bet you're more logical and rational than me. I'm emotional. That's how I run. You know what I mean? And anyway, so I guess, look, a conversation about norms and the various ways that people might express themselves, I think, is healthy. But having said that, I don't think that anyone else should take precedence over the parents when it comes to, imposing ideals or ideas. So.
Yeah, we need to be a society, of course, when you're governing for the whole, you need to be a society that governs based on the rule, not the exception, right? So yes, there are exceptions. Are there some men that are more emotional than women? Absolutely. But as a rule, women are more women are more emotional than men. And we should be able to say that. We should be able to acknowledge that. And that's always been the circumstance. Women are drawn to certain categories that men are not drawn to. The way that men bond is different than the way that women bond. These are, again, rules. Of course, there are exceptions. I'm sure there are some women that are absolutely crazy about sports and absolutely love sports. But to then say that because we have these exceptions and we're going to now pretend that all of society needs to pretend that everything is anomalous, that's when things get crazy. I mean, you think it's an act of compassion to, if somebody comes to you and says, I'm this, to affirm them, or to maybe not affirm them, but you're saying out of respect to play pretend in a certain way. And for me, that's offensive to me, because what you're saying is, I don't mind how you live, but when you tell me that how you live now has to influence how I live, and I have to pretend that reality doesn't exist, I find that to be very problematic. It's sort of like, if you meet a person who's suffering from, I don't know.
Hold on, let me bring that back. I'm gonna stop it when she says the word Tyler, because she will say Tyler. That touches my heart. Real quick, man. Shout out to Mineral Mitch for the $5 cash out, man. Gratitude, sir. Gratitude. Oh, that's fucked up. I got it now.
this to affirm them or to maybe not affirm them, but you're saying out of respect to, play pretend in a certain way. And for me, that's offensive to me, because what you're saying is, I don't mind how you live, but when you tell me that how you live now has to influence how I live and I have to pretend that reality doesn't exist, I find that to be very problematic. It's sort of like, if you meet a person who's suffering from, I don't know, bipolarism or suffering from grand delusions, and they come to you and, they say something that is so obviously not true. But then they demand that you say that it is true. You're demanding that I lie, right? So if you want to go out and pretend that you're a woman and say I'm, I don't know what a Russell name would be, whatever it is, that's absolutely fine. But I don't have to pretend that you're a woman. I get to exist in the realm of reality.
I don't have to pretend. Shout out to her for that. It's one more sentence. I see you in the background, Shad. I got you in a second. I want her to say this last sentence, and then we're gonna end this on that. We're gonna end this clip on that.
And so I find that to be weird when we're encroaching on people that are seeing things straight and as they are, and pretending that it's not kind if they don't want to play pretend. I'll play pretend with toddlers, I will, but not with adults.
I play pretend with toddlers, but not adults. Shout out to Face Fact for the $4.99, man. He said the same law that allows women to garnish a man's wages, it's the same law that allows the government to take your children and make them rainbow. That's facts. But it's also the same law that will allow us to not be black and be our own tribal designation. So shout out to that law too. Y'all just gotta have the balls to do it. Put including bitches and y'all can get it done. Anyway, let's pop it off, Shad. How you feeling, baby?
Feeling good, Dirty. Your mic sounds good, man. I'm glad you got a new mic.
Man, I'm glad too, man. I had the big bra and steel, man. I masturbated for fat girls, but everything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask for your address, and I was going to send you something, but looks like you got it taken care of.
Yeah, man. I try to be an adult every once in a while. Everybody can't be a toddler, man. Everybody, you got to be the daddy in the room, man. What's your thoughts on this, bro?
I just think you can't, you just can't talk about certain people, especially once you get to be, I think maybe down here we can, but when you get up there in like the mass media and you get the big numbers and stuff, once you start talking about certain people, that's it.
Okay, here's what I believe. I believe fuck Mobb Deep, fuck Biggie, fuck Bad Boy as a staff, a record label, and as a crew. That's what I believe. I don't believe that there's anything. I don't think anti-Semitism is real. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, ask Kanye.
Okay, here's the thing. Once upon a time, I didn't know about Patrice O'Neal until after he died. As a matter of fact, the homie Kanto, he in the chat. The homie Kanto told me who Patrice O'Neal was, right? He was like, man, bro, you be going, wow, you sound like Patrice O'Neal. I'm like, who the fuck is Patrice O'Neal? And I did my homework on it, and I was like, yo, he does sound like me. He a little bit older than me, but I sound like him. Have it worked out. But we had the same philosophy, but we came from two different places. That's the point.
Yeah. No, Patrice is great. He's definitely like an OG and had a lot of early thoughts and I think just in women in that space when he was talking about women. A lot of it came actually from what was the guy, the white dude that was out in California on the radio? I can't remember it. Likas. Tom Likas. You ever heard him?
Yeah, I heard of Tom Likas. But I had never heard of Tom Likas about 3 years ago. Y'all know I wrote the book How to Screw in 72, man, in 2006. I've been telling niggas how to fuck bitches on the first date since the 90s. Like I've been a womanizer.
Yeah, I just saw that you had that book on Amazon.
Yeah, I wasn't even an intentional womanizer. I was just trying to find a girl that wasn't like my mother. So I kept fucking bitches to find a girl that wasn't like my mother, just to find out all toddlers gonna toddle. But here's the thing. One of the things that Patrice said, he was talking about damn, what's the name? Who got hit by the truck? The comedian that got hit by the truck that was on Saturday Night Live.
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. He was talking about Tracy Morgan. He said, and Patrice said, if I say something that's gonna ruin my career, it's gonna come from the heart. He said Tracy Morgan just was like You know, you gave your F word, you ever, and there was nothing behind it. He was just ranting, and they were like, okay, we're gonna make you parade around every LGBT event because you had no meaning toward it. You were just saying something.
Yeah, I mean, Tracy Morgan. I mean, all the guys that were doing SNL stuff, they couldn't really be that. You know, they had to be like good enough for network television, right? They had to kind of keep it between the lanes. Patrice and like what Russell Brand's doing today. I mean, now that now that you got these YouTube and different places to get your message out, you can kind of do your own thing. But bottom line is, when you get too big, they're coming for you.
Now here's the thing, but no, not to cut you off, but that goes back to the Tracy Morgan. Kanye did a Tracy Morgan. He didn't. He had a great hook, but no lyrics. He couldn't validate why he was the original Jew. He couldn't validate why he couldn't validate it. He couldn't articulate. When I come out here and I tell you guys that I hate these women righteously. I don't come from a place of sexual deprivation. I don't come from a place of I got my heart broken. I say, man, this is what they are. It's not who they are, it's what they are. That's a lot of girls I like personally for who they are, but they still a toddler. I don't like what they are. And I explain to y'all all the time, look, if she work in human resources, she's not gonna hire you. Is she gonna steal your kids? Like your biological kid, you're a stepfather to your biological kids because she can take your kid whenever she wants to. The same way if you play stepdaddy, if you break up with her, you'll never see the kid again. Same philosophy. I'm like, yo, this is what they do to destabilize you all the time. They're terrorists.
Well, yeah, and they got the full power of the state behind them too.
And that. So I say, man, that's their game. We'll play another game. We'll tribe up. We'll create our own constitution, our own lane. I give y'all examples of Mormons and Amish. Then I say, man, we changed our religion to the Octas. Man, so we're gonna go into religious exemptions. Man, I give y'all a lay. I don't give y'all the whole plan because y'all niggas don't be taking y'all tolerology. And I gotta know y'all ain't gonna kill me over a bitch before I give y'all a tribal constitution. But I lay it down like this is why I don't like them in general. I tell y'all, don't listen to them with clothes on. Not to the point that when y'all hear these bitches talk, you like, yo, that shit don't make no sense. She got clothes on. Like I give y'all, it comes from a place. If they put me on a big platform and say, man, we don't like what you're saying, I can stand on everything that I say. It's not a feeling, it's a knowledge, it's empirical observation.
Yeah, you can stand on it, but you're still gonna get canceled.
Here's the thing, I can never get canceled.
That's right. You gotta stay underground or go into it.
I don't have to stay underground. Let me explain something to you, bro. Let me explain something to you. What I've noticed in the last 10 years is there's an undercurrent in this nation of men who are afraid to say things that men will say, but they want a man to say it for them. There are men who inbox me that say, man, I saw what you said. I can't click like to it because my girl on my page, but man.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I see that too.
I have been at events where, matter of fact, the guy who was the new brand ambassador for the Illinois State Lottery, we was at a yacht party. He was like, man, fam, I can't even take no picture with you because these bitches hate you and I don't want to be next to you on a photo. And I'm like, yo, these bitches love me, B.
Yeah, like why is he so worried about that?
Because men are scared. They scared of girls.
Well, he's corporate, kind of.
That motherfucker's a comedian. He's trying to be corporate. He's a goddamn comedian. But my whole thing is, they're scared of 0.5% of the of the buying power.
Yeah.
My whole thing being dirty folks is simple as this. I don't even give a fuck about black men, to be honest with you. Not a motherfucking fig Newton. Because it's gonna take black men too long to be a man to realize they can be more than just black. So I can't concern myself with that. Right?
I think that's fair.
My whole thing is 48%, 52% of the nation is women, 48% of the nation is men, 48%, and 72% of the nation's buying power is men. Men don't spend money. Men are conservative by nature, but 72% of the buying power is men. Women are the biggest consumers, but they spend your money. You don't want to get to pay for $300 dates, right?
Right.
And men have brand loyalty. So once you fuck with anything that I do, you're gonna stick with me. Because that's how men do. Men don't really switch up. You know what I'm saying? You like Levi's, you want Levi's all the time. You
Yep.
use a particular type of soap, the soap that work for you, you're gonna buy that soap all the time. Toddlers are capricious. Whatever the trend is, that's what they do. When you deal with men, and I'm not saying men don't want trends. That's why Tommy Hilfiger and Gucci and Ralph Lauren, they start talking about how they don't want black people to wear their stuff because they don't want their stuff to become a trend, like a FUBU or cross colors. They say, man, we want to be a staple, like Levi's.
Yep. Multi-generational.
That's where I'm attempting to go. Right, with the alliances that I make with like Division 3 colleges and park district football and shit like that. I want to be the logo. Like fuck me. Fuck me. I want to be the logo. Support the logo. If at any point in time that my personality becomes detrimental to the logo, I'll fall back. Grab me a 22-year-old kid, he the new dirty folks. And he could be funny as he want to be and love these hoes as long as you support the logo.
Right. That's like Fight Club, the movie Fight Club.
Yeah.
Where they're like, his name is Robert Paulson. like the mission carries on either way.
Man, it got to, bro. The mission got to carry on, bro. So even with this tribal thing, when I say kill for the logo, because you will die for anything. Everybody gonna die. Kill for the logo, kill for the tribal quest. It has to be bigger than you. It has to be about the logo. So my whole thing is the bigger I get, then the more I resonate with men. The more men I can get to stop being black so they can resonate with me without fear because they scared of bitches. Black men are scared of women so much.
Where do you think that's coming from?
Because they got their ass beat by women their whole life. They have Stockholm syndrome because their mama whipped their ass.
You think that makes some of them just angry or want to beat, take it back out on them?
Yeah, but they don't. They mama beat their ass and they go outside and shoot another man because their Stockholm syndrome won't allow them to do anything to a woman.
Yeah, that's messed up.
So
you're taking it out on the wrong people.
Right. Because you still have all that rage and hostility in you. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. You know what I'm saying? My mama black. But you're not gonna beat your mama ass. No matter how many times you whip your ass, you ain't gonna whip her ass. You might whip your girlfriend ass or shoot somebody in the street, but you're not gonna beat your mom. And that's the source. But everybody mom like that. Well, so not everybody has that same hostility, but because they can't attack their mother, but they about to attack everybody else because of the energy they got from their mom. And that's a black experience. I don't have time to get niggas out that bitch shit. So I would just rather be a staple with Asians and Arabs and Europeans. So I don't give a fuck about black men. I make content that resonate with black men. But as far as all that shit go, black men are to make me quote unquote real so white men accept me. Like, oh, he's the voice of the urban community. We'll shop with him because we love toxic niggas. Because only black men get to be toxic. That's why I trip anybody. Oh, you dirty folks, why you wear your hat cocked? Only black men get to be toxic.
That's true, man. Some of the people that I watch are the people that I watch the most on YouTube, and I don't know why, but it's almost all black men, and I feel like sometimes it's because they can say stuff that other people can't say.
I can say whatever I want to say.
Like if a white dude tried to say some of the stuff that had been canceled a long time ago, I think
he would be racist and he would be misogynist.
Yes, as soon as you I think where you get in trouble is if you start attacking black women. That's what happens. I think that's where the gender thing comes in.
You don't have to attack black women. That's why I say fuck these bitches. You don't have to attack black women. If you say I don't even want to deal with black women, you'll get canceled. Who are you not to deal with me, even though I don't want you? Black women are the dumbest motherfuckers on earth, bro. You gotta just avoid them. But black women don't mean shit. They're inconsequential to anything positive. There's
Well,
no
they're just
reason.
looking for drama, I think.
You say what?
They're just looking for drama. I mean, it's like if you like, they're just going to come for you because they're looking for drama.
Yeah. No, not
Like,
not only drama,
not
but they
even
want.
really based in anything, logical. It's just that they look for black men to target them to make about the drama, to create drama, to manufacture drama.
They want death. They're professional fight promoters.
That's exactly right.
They want death. They want their sons to die. There's a lot of guys that listen to the show right now. If they were really honest, either their lives or a family member's lives could have been lost because of the bullshit that their mama or their auntie did. They want their kids dead. They want their baby
Oh, yeah.
daddies dead. They say that. They say all the time. They they hate themselves. So everything that they do is hate. Me hating them means nothing because I can't hate them as much as they hate themselves. I can only hate them enough to match their energy so we can have sex in 45 minutes. Loving them is why you become an incel. Looking for them to love you back is why you can't get pussy. Hating them gets you fucked in the bathroom at the club.
That's so true.
My hate is righteous. It's not fake hate like, yeah, no, my hate is real. Like, I'm cracking jokes the whole time and I hate you. Like, man, look at you shorty, with your big ass glue hanging down your. Why you got glue going down your chest? Oh, your fake ass lace front, girl, but your ass fat. You know, you got to throw a compliment in there and shit. Oh my God, my wig fucked up. Yeah, you might as well let me hit it from the back. I can't fuck up your hair no more than it is. You play too much. Let's go in the bathroom.
Right. That's funny because it's true.
My concern isn't black women because everybody hates black women, including black women. White women hate black women.
Women hate women in general more than anybody else.
I saw the movie Mean Girls. Women hate women, but if they can mobilize against a particular type of woman, it'll always be black women.
Yeah, I can see that. Like she'll be lowest in the totem pole.
Right. So everybody hates black women, including black women, except black men. They the only dumb motherfuckers loving somebody that everybody else hate. They a fool. So what the fuck? How can I market to a fool? You could trick a fool, but that don't last.
I think they just sell out to whoever they think can give them power. Which it's not. It hasn't worked out too well. So if you're looking at where they are today, it's like, maybe you want to rethink that strategy.
But that's another reason I don't really give a fuck about what black people do. And I mean black as a culture, not a color. I don't care what hue your skin. Because it's backwards. Men are supposed to chase power and women are supposed to vie for love. Instead, you got men looking for bitches who don't love themselves to love them, and you got women chasing power, but they don't really want power, they just want control. So when they get the power, they don't know what the fuck to do with it, so they self-destruct. It's a fucked up equation. It's that time you just take a step back. You know what I'm saying? You just take one step back and be like, that's not my game. When you said football, I thought you meant NFL. I didn't know you meant soccer. This is not my game. Let me move around.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. With Russell Brand though, back to that, he's the people that are coming out after him, it's like decades ago. And then they don't have any, and then the problem with it is they're coming out anonymous, so there's no way to even, you can't challenge the accuser, so it's just like you're just guilty no matter what. And then it just basically becomes a character defamation thing where they try to cancel you. And it's been pretty effective. I mean, they've done it to a lot of people. I like to see it sometimes happen to libtards because they, when it's like a member of their own tribe is eating their own. So I like to see that myself once in a while. But
they did that to a couple of people before. Here's the thing. If you only have 3 plays in your playbook, I used to play Madden 2K something on my phone. I had a flip phone too. It had to be a Nokia or a Motorola. Just back in the day, I had a flip phone, and it had NFL on it. And there was only 3 moves because you playing with the buttons. Like it wasn't even no touch screen. It was buttons. So
Yep.
So they had 6 plays on offense, 6 plays on defense because that's all the buttons you had, and only 3 plays worked.
Right.
If you're playing football on your phone, you can play the same 3 plays all the time and win because that's how the game is set up. It's a glitch in the matrix. But in real life, how many times do you run the same 3 plays?
Not too many times if you want to win. Not at all, really. Very minimally.
You run the play on Michael Jackson. You run the play on Prince. You run the play on what's my man that made Passion of the Christ? Mel Gibson. You run. Well, you run a drug addict play on Dave Chappelle, but that didn't work. You run it on R. Kelly. You run it on Russell Simmons, but then again, he a Russell, so I mean, I don't know.
Right. We already know what's up with him.
Yeah, I don't know. You run the play on Kobe. You run the play. I'm like, it's the same play.
Right.
So at some point, people got to be like, you know what? What's going on, Tola?
Hey man, chilling, man. I would have came on earlier, but I was munching on a little dinner and shit, man. A little late night dinner, man.
Hey man, I ain't mad at you, man. I got a whole bowl of chili cheese fries. I ate 4 fries and I'm hungry. That took an hour to make them, bro. I ate 4 fries. I'm stuffed like a motherfucker. Now the Donald Sterling thing was different, bro. The Donald Sterling thing was bullshit. I'm on Donald Sterling's side, believe it or not. Not because he wasn't racist, not because he wasn't a sucky owner. Like, there's a lot of reasons that he was a bad person, but because he got set up by a toddler.
He tried to keep his hoe in check, and it didn't work out.
He tried to check his hoe, and people, yeah.
Sterling been like, on the timing though, man. He ain't going, man. He a rich motherfucker that don't want to let these hoes, man. Come on, this shit.
Yeah, he didn't get her for his looks. Let's just say it that way. It was about that wallet.
Hey man, this money was long as train smoke, bro. When you are isn't that what you grind for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pay for the play, so he in the game. So but what it is that these modern 304s ain't playing by the rules no more, man.
Because men don't enforce the rules. When the last time you choked a bitch to keep her honest?
I don't got that kind of money.
Man,
it's been a couple decades. If I'm being honest, it's been a couple decades. But the last time I did, I could see it turned her on.
Outside of the bedroom, I don't got that kind of money.
Nah, see, man, outside the bedroom. See, in the bedroom, man, it's pleasurable. They love abuse. That's my point. You know
how
they
get turned on by it.
They next strong as shit, bro. Just knock her ass out. I bet you can't. I bet you if you hit her in that chin right now, she would not fold because her neck is strong as fuck from all the choking and the sucking. Beat her, bro. Beat her like Kunta.
Now they'll call Daddy State on you now, though.
If you let her get to the phone and you didn't beat her, that's your fault.
Yeah, you got to confiscate the phone.
And you got to stomp her fucking knuckles. Hey, look. Here's the thing, man. I know I sound abusive right now, and I got my moments. But here's the thing. No, I'm being honest. Here's the thing. If the furthest you'll take it is arguing, then you already lost. Because women love to argue. Women don't care about their body. They put anything. Right.
Yeah, you're right about that. If they're arguing, they're winning.
They're winning. They argue online.
They're wasting your energy.
They're trying to transfer bullshit energy on you. All they do is everywhere they go, they argue. When have you not seen they argue at restaurants? They will get you a refund though. They argue at restaurants. They argue at Macy's. They argue online. They argue on these podcasts. When they hit these panels, they argue with their boyfriend. They argue with strangers. Bitches love to argue.
They're like, they go fucking mega Karen and they're like, bring me the manager.
They love to argue. If arguing is the only,
what you when you agreeing with them,
they argue about that because they argue both sides at the same time. So they'll ask you they'll ask you a question and have both answers in the question. So no matter what you say, you wrong, so they can argue. My thing is, I want that tool in my toolbox. If I never have to pull out the L5 out my toolbox, then I'm good. But I need her to know that I got that tool in my toolbox. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
I need her to know that I do have a bike chain in my toolbox. So I will throw her ass in the closet and put the bike chain on the closet.
You got
And
deterrent. There's got to be some deterrent.
there has to be a penalty. You don't give these toddlers penalties and then they say, oh, they do what they want to do. I would do what I want to do too without penalty.
But they don't have no penalty, man. They get taken in for the same crimes as men and get, a little slap on the hand. They get away with everything.
That's not gonna work. See, being that there is a difference, we have to go back to the fundamentals. Man. The men and women don't.
You know what the fundamental is? I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. The fundamental is hitting her over the head with a goddamn stick and dragging her by her weave to your cave. That's the
about as fundamental as it gets, right there.
That's the fundamental. You start off with domestic violence. That's the fundamental.
That's just taking it back to the origins.
That's the fundamental. That's how we started this game, clocking on the top of the head.
That's going way back. But I like it.
2023, bro. I mean, we have tasers and shit like that now. Like, you don't gotta like.
What do you think I came for? To go against the grain? No.
That's
I'm in my bro.
That's how it is in the West. I bet if you went over to Afghanistan, that's how they still handle stuff.
Hey,
I heard about you.
Around me. Do not say that around me, bro. Because Dirty know me. I mean, me and Dirty done had private conversations over the phone about this shit, bro. Like, and I done got the show shut down before, man. Don't get me started with that shit, bro. Because I've been telling me open trade with Afghanistan, man. Like, we need to start a coalition over here concerning. Like, we need
American Taliban.
Not with the Afghan. We got a coalition going on right now. We got a guy in Japan. I'm about to send somebody. If I don't have to go myself, I'll send somebody to Philippines. We got bro down there in Mexico. I'm gonna go highlight him. I got some cats in the Caribbean islands. We're gonna have a federation, bro. We gonna try it right, man. I ain't out this motherfucker just talking, bro. I am a goddamn ex-gangbanger, nigga. Do you see how GDs and Vice Lords and Crips and Bloods are everywhere, nigga? There's a reason for that, man. I am from Gang Central. I'm gonna show y'all how to try correctly. Hey, you know what? Hold on, man. Hey, motivation. He said dirty not to bring peace, but whoopings and time. Let me explain something to you. That is peace. When I'm happy, the kids can read. When she happy, I'm sitting in the car for an hour, and the kids can't read.
Give me a second, guy.
Nothing good in life happens if your girl is happy, unless her happiness comes from making you happy. That's the only way it works.
I've seen it.
She'll be loyal to her employer, so marry your secretary. But she complained about her job, and she don't even complain about her job. She complains about her coworkers. She complains about everything. Her happiness has to come from making you happy. You have to be the center of her happiness. If you are not, she will destroy your life, your kids' lives, the community, the nation. You won't be able to have a legacy or a lineage or be able to tribe up because you won't have a nation because you don't know who the fuck the baby daddy is. They're not good at being human beings. But they are survivors.
They definitely don't think strategically.
Girls can't think. That's not their job.
Hey, Dirty. I've been this. Hey, check this out, bro. I've come to a conclusion that they can think like on the low, but what it is they don't lead with that. You see, because they don't need to. See, we
Of course
have to think. We have to think critically. They can think because they have brains, but what it is that
they can't
they're
think.
not as stupid as they seem, bro. They just don't have the reason to be
Oh, they
smart.
no. No, I never said that. I've never said that women were not. They're very intelligent women. Women know stuff, but their knowledge is based on memory and retention. They know stuff and they feel stuff, but thinking is if I do this, then this will happen. Think 3 steps in advance is thinking. Showing your work is thinking. Right, right out your. Girls can't do that. Girls,
Better at the
girls know what
plan.
the fuck you told them to do. They can repeat a task, and girls can tell you how they feel and try to get you in their feelings world. Thinking, girls can't do. Plotting, girls can do, but they get their plots from other girls who got it from other girls.
Yeah, bitches are better at planning than men are. Most
They
niggas
are
I
not
know.
better at planning. Women are better at waiting than men are. They're not better at planning. They already had the plan. The plan was I'm gonna marry a millionaire and divorce him in 10 years.
Yeah. They got a back. They always got like a strategy. Like they got a playbook. It's not really a plan. It's a playbook that
Women
they
have
play out.
women have patience. Men can fake a relationship until they get some pussy. Women can fake a relationship for 3 years until she gets a ring. Women women can lie longer than men can lie. And God bless them. But I don't believe none they said with clothes on anyway, so they won't get me. But thinking, nah. Because if they could think, then everything else you say about women would be true, but it's not. Hypergamy doesn't exist. Bitches don't get a better man. I've never seen a woman get a man better than her baby daddy. They get every man they get is progressively worse than the man they had before. Can they fuck a better man? Yes. Can they cuff a better man? No. It's never happened.
Yep, I agree with that. That's the same thing I've seen. They always downgrade.
They don't realize things until it's too late.
They still don't realize it because girls can't fucking think. These bitches, 56 years old, hit the wall, still waiting for God to bring them that. Look, bitches are dumb.
I think in the back of their mind, they think they can always get back somehow.
Yeah. I don't get that. Like that shit right, that's just delusion. Like imagine one of us after we know we over the hill. Like I mean, we still in the game right now, but after you over the hill, imagine you trying to say like in your 60s, like you trying to like get a little young thing, so you trying to go out and push up on shit, like try to see if you can just run game type shit, like get on the club, get fresh. Come on, you're gonna look crazy.
Bro, I'm
You
44
gotta be
years old. No. I'm 44 years old. This had to be 10 years ago, a little bit 12 years. This is 2010, 2011. So that makes me what, 31, 32? I was recruiting a model, and I'm not going to do that show. I can't remember who told me on Facebook I need to do my show today about all the industry models I fucked. I'm not doing that show, but I will say this. This girl was 20. She was having her 21st birthday at this club called not Chromium. I can't remember the name of the club. It's not important. 21st birthday. I'm 30. At the time, I'm 31, 32 years old. When I get to the door, the bouncers are my age, like between 30 and 35. They looked at me, was like, bro, you want to come in here? I was like, I meet somebody in there. It was like, all right, bro. Like, cause they looking at me like, yo, bro, I just work here. You ain't gonna like. I go in there. It's one of them clubs that's 18 and older, but you got it. But you got to be 21. They give you a bracelet so you can drink. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Bro,
Yeah.
I didn't understand shit, bro. Nothing. I didn't understand the music. I don't even like Chief Keef. Fuck Chief Keef. I didn't understand music. I didn't understand what the fuck they was doing. I don't fucking dance like that. Bro, I didn't understand shit. And I was just 10 years away from 21, nigga. I ain't nigga at 60. You'll never catch me at a TD Bobble Club.
No, it's gross, dude. That's where you get pink eye.
Bro. And by the time I'm 60, it ain't gonna be no men's and women's washrooms. I'm gonna be in there. It's gonna be some dude with a beard and a dress in the urinal next to me. Come on, right? No, just no. Just Just no. And then I'm 60, so I can't even really beat them up because my knee hurt and my hip hurt. No.
Just hit him with your cane.
But somehow for some odd reason these chicks think that they fruit get better as it get more rotten.
That's because they drink a lot of wine, and wine ain't nothing but rotten grapes.
It's crazy, man.
But yeah, back to this Russell thing. I said his name right. Shout out to me, man. I said his name right. I've been calling that man Russell Crowe this whole show, whole conversation. Be like,
Yeah, Russell Crowe is Gladiator, I think, right?
And I like Russell Crowe.
He's cool. He's Aussie.
He is an Aussie. Has he touched somebody? Because he is a Russell.
I don't know.
He did something before.
He did get in trouble for something, but I don't think it was touching women. I could be wrong about that.
I don't think it was touching women.
Putting hands on people, man. Yeah, he got temper. He's Irish, man. He putting hands and feet on. He like to fight.
He's a hothead. Yeah, that's it. He's a hothead.
He's Australian, but yeah. All right. I don't know. Here, Russell though. I got to do an investigation. Here, Russell, bro. I'm gonna make this a no Russell song now that I think about it, man. I'm scared of Russell.
Russell's got issues. I don't think I ever knew a Russell, but thank God I didn't. Never had a Russell.
I only knew one Russell. And he went to jail twice for touching on minors, boys and girls. They weren't men and women; it was minors, boys and girls.
You think Russell Brand will actually get charged with something though?
Yes.
I think Brand. I don't think he. I think Russell Brand just like weird, man. I've been knowing him for years, like because he used to, I used to he at a point in time he really used to when he started getting on his like after he broke up with the chick
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry, yeah. After he stopped fucking with her, he started getting on some real red pill shit for a minute, and that's when I started fucking with its content. You know what I mean? And then he was talking spiritual stuff too. But after a while, I'm like, yo, this nigga a little too sweet, man.
A little too sweet, and then also just kind of fucking out there a little bit, like but
I just pick apart the bullshit and the stuff that makes sense. Because a lot of people just don't. Even I go off on a rant sometimes, but you could probably get some points out of what I say. You know what I mean? He's the same way. Like he talks some real shit, but he just talks some other dumb shit too. Mixes it all up. A lot of dudes are like that. Anti-taters like that.
I ain't watching.
Some niggas it's their delivery, but his delivery, man, it's just like I can't listen to too much of him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's got a shelf life for me, about 10 minutes or so, and I'm like, that's it.
That's where I'm at with it. I'm with you, Shad. Like Russell, because I'm on, when I'm on Rumble, Russell always on the head. I didn't get Rainbow from him because I only got 10 minutes for him. I got Strain. It was like that Pee Wee Herman energy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Too much weird energy. Sense. Exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, that Pee Wee Herman. Like I'm grown now. I can't watch a whole Pee Wee Herman movie. Like you can show me a Sprite commercial, but I can't watch a whole Pee Wee Herman movie now as an adult. Like he got Pee Wee Herman in. Like I don't know what the fuck you talking about. This nigga burning sage. He got chakras and shit. Like what the fuck you got chakra box for? Like
it's not even that because like Rashad Jamal was kind of like, all right, put it this way. He like Rashad Jamal if Rashad Jamal was just like soft as fuck.
I don't know who Rashad Jamal is.
Like I'm telling you, it's like the same energy. Like Rashad Jamal is like a hardcore like that same energy, bro. There's different polar opposites of the same kind of energy, bro. I'm telling you, niggas on that all far out there shit. They be making it up. I'm telling you, niggas be knowing half of what they talking about and just be telling you all the type of dumb shit that they make up. I know about that shit.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. That's why I would never know he was until he just said he's more emotional than women. I wouldn't have picked it up because I watch him. Minutes. 7 minutes for Russell. I got 7 minutes for any Russell. I I didn't watch Russell Simmons when he was on Run DMC when Run had Run's house, the little the reality show. I couldn't watch Russell Simmons more than 7 minutes. I don't have but 7 minutes for Russell. And that Russell was kind of weird now that you think about it.
That's a boring motherfucker.
I know, man. All he do is sniff coke and do yoga. But same thing with Russell Brand. Now that I think about it.
Pretty much.
Think he don't do coke, nigga? He probably sniffing heroin because he laid back.
He was on all kinds of shit. I don't know what he's doing today, but
he said he had cleaned up. He used to do dope and shit.
Hey, look, man. There's an exception for every rule, bro. Russell Westbrook is the exception to the Russells. Russell Wilson is not the exception. But Russell Westbrook is the exception to Russells.
Russ before dress in public.
But you don't call him Russell. You call him Russ. You be like, yo, Russ. Nobody call him Russell.
He still wore dress though, bro.
He did wear dress twice, 3 times. With Doc Martin boots at that. That was kind of
can't walk that back.
All
Russells.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. He'll Russell. You'll hear Russell.
Yeah, I don't know if Russell Brand's gonna get charged though. I think they might be happy just canceling him.
He's gonna get charged. I don't think he's gonna get convicted. He can't get charged.
Probably just ruffle the woke mafia's feathers a little bit, but you know, he gonna prance back into the good graces, man. He could dance out of the fence. The way how his brand is, no pun intended. He could dance back, prance back.
He got a good brand, and he's a Rothschild, like he's a nephew or something. Rothschild.
Yeah, I think this is just this is like a shotgun blast. They're just saying, hey, you better get back in line, or we're gonna end you.
Yeah.
Nah, because they going on a whole I can't find an article now. I saw it at 3:00 when I said I was gonna do this show. I can't find it now. They took it off the homepage, but there was an article saying that Hollywood was paying women to come forward that ever dated Russell Brand. Like,
wow.
That doesn't surprise me.
I can't find it now because
because the media outlets were doing the same thing. They were paying, and see that's the problem. Since they're all anonymous, if you don't know who's making a chart, if somebody who's making a claim against you, you can't defend against it. You don't even know who they're talking about.
That would be considered that's like, no, man, that's like entrapment of some kind. Like that can't be legal.
Right. If you can just say something, remain anonymous, and then that's why I don't think they're going to charge him, because then women are going to have to. They're going to have, if they're even real to begin with, they're going to have to come out from being anonymous.
You know what? I think it's the same thing like what they did with Tate Brothers. That's why the Tate Brothers aren't. They just did a long drawn thing, but there's no evidence. There's no matter of fact, the case actually fell apart already, but they're not telling the public that type shit. Like it's weird shit. What they be doing with these people, man? This nigga rich and famous, and they doing this in the public eye, but we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes.
I know what's going on behind the scenes. They're saving these hoes. Here's the thing. Well, in Tate's situation, they're saving these hoes. In Russell Brand's situation, you can't have a whistleblower. Look, bro, how many people got canceled? How many people? Look, bro. And I ain't saying no names because I don't want to get a flag, but how many people talked about the election and ended up 30 days in Facebook jail? How many people talked about the jab and ended up in Facebook jail?
Lots. A lot of people.
There's the censorship is real.
Right, and they got to make and I think that's what his purpose is here, Russell Brand. It's like we got to make an example of someone because people are starting to get a little bit out of pocket. So they're good. So they want to put somebody out and say, look what's happened to him. So you better shut up and not talk about this stuff.
Because of that,
ain't gonna do it, man. He ain't no big influence on like.
no.
Found in what? What changes that? What, you know what I mean?
6 million subs on YouTube, 1.5 on Rumble. Look, bro, when he does a stream, bro, he got bigger numbers. See it like
Yeah,
this.
that be he in the way. Somebody else need that spot.
No, you're not.
He's
Look,
big in his own little weird niche group.
You guys aren't understanding. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. I don't
They're
think
gonna
you get it.
they get him out the way. They're gonna replace him. That's all I'm telling you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They can replace. Look, do you see this? Look, you're not understanding. You're not understanding. This is free speech Rumble. You have Rumble and you have Truth, right? 1.4 million followers on Rumble. You have
Yeah,
to
that's a lot on Rumble.
I know. You have to understand how ratios go. If 1.4 million people take interest, that means that somewhere around 140,000 will be engaged. In his particular case, if 140,000 is the ratio, his particular case, he had how many people watched this particular video? I think I made it too big. 424,000. So he's 3 times what his ratio should be.
Should be, yeah.
Then you got to say, and I'm just going off the 1.4. If 1 mil are interested, that means 140,000 are engaged, which means 14,000 will move and mobilize. You'll get 1% of your targeted base. That's sales. That's why people in Walmart giving you hot dogs, hoping 1 out of 100 people will buy. Right? If 3 out of 100 people buy, they get a commission. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So based on this number right here, that means that anytime he got 42,000 people that are mobilized, 42,000 people mobilizing, he don't have nowhere to take him. He's not a leader, but he got 42,000 people that's willing to follow. I'm telling motherfuckers, we get 15 dedicated tribesmen. We can change America. America was built on 52 farmers. He got 42,000 motherfuckers that's ready to ride. Him and Tyreek Nasheed is a waste of subs, really, but you know.
Have iPhones.
His problem is he's switching it up because a lot of the people that are following him are from that. They are part of the old tribe, which he's kind of leaving now. And so I think he's getting hung out a lot by a lot of people that are actually maybe at one time were his followers, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's always like I said before. He plays both sides. He tries to do this and then he tries to do that. Like he tries to appeal to different, like that group. He tries to diversify.
I don't think that. I think he's genuine. I think he's bipolar. I think he's a genuine bipolar. I don't think that he's trying to flip flop. Just think he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But there's a lot of people don't know what they're talking about, right?
Well, he's continually evolving authentically, I believe.
We'll go with that. It's a natural evolution. We don't know what he's evolving to, but it's a natural.
We don't know what he's evolving to, but he's having a change. I think it's authentic. I don't think it's a fake. I think he's being himself, but I think he's leaving some people with a bad taste in their mouth with the change.
We just need to put some bass in his voice, man.
But the change is good, man. How many childhood friends did you leave behind? You know?
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you on that, but I think some people are salty about it.
Lose one, gain 7 more. It's okay. My only point is when Russell speaks, even if everybody ain't got to mobilize. If 500,000 people hear you say, and then even on Bill Maher, what's Bill Maher? Let me see.
Bill Maher, politically incorrect or new rules or I can't remember this. Real time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. political real time with Bill Maher. He used to do
Bill
political
Maher,
correct.
I just want his viewership number.
But he's kind of him and Bill Maher are kind of similar in some ways with their politics a little bit.
Bill Maher, he's a flip flopper. I don't know. I used to
Bill Maher, now
really.
he's a fake ass dude, but he
Yeah,
get 5 million people watching his show, bro. 5 million people watching. That's 5 million people exposed to Russell Brand. And
Yeah,
him
he's
talking
been doing it a long time.
Bill
5 million.
so far. Weird to me,
Bro,
like how you so far left now.
I get that. I don't like Bill Maher anymore. He lost me, but
Yeah.
if 5 million people watch you say, yo, these motherfuckers made $1,000 a second, nigga, I was impressed. I'm like, $1,000 a second? A second? Think about that, bro. $1,000. What?
You need in on that.
Well, he was trying to get him to hush. He's like, dude, don't talk about that. Did you notice that Bill Maher was like, hey, man, like, let's talk about something else.
Bruh, Bill Maher not trying to get canceled. They already lost their writers. He got to do a show freestyle.
Exactly.
Bro, look.
So he was even he was starting to get out of pocket for Bill Maher even. I bet you Bill Maher probably agrees with everything that he said, but he don't want to talk about it.
$1,000 a second is a lot of bread. $1,000 a second?
Bruh.
That's a lot of money for Black Girl Magic, because you know $1,000 a second. That's just the minimum for you fuck with a black girl from the project. But in real life,
inflation. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
But in real life, $1,000 a second is a lot of money, bro.
Bruh.
$6,000 a minute.
$60,000 a minute. No, let's say that's your salary. So 60 times 60, what's that? 3.6 M's, 3.6 million
an hour.
$3.6 million an hour, bro. There is no tech job that pays 3.6 an hour. Nigga, basketball players don't get 3. Look, real drug dealers outside of CVS and Walgreens don't make 3.6 an hour.
Hey, back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s, man, Griselda didn't make 3.6 an hour. Just saying,
he didn't make 3.6 in a year. He didn't make 3.6 in a decade.
Motherfucking what's my man name that had Columbia on lock?
He didn't make 3.6 million in his life.
They probably made 3.6 in his life, but they ain't make 3.6 an hour. They might have been sitting on 200 million, but there was accumulation of 10, 12 years of struggling.
Nah, niggas spend it as it comes, just like Big Meech and them niggas, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been a BMF party. I watched them niggas throw money off of the motherfucking balcony. Like,
I understand that. I get that. I understand that. I was in Atlanta fucking with some niggas who they put 50,000 on the floor. Motherfuckers had to come through with push brooms to get the money up. And that went 3.6, nigga. That went 3.6. And that was about 50 racks. It's a lot of money, especially in singles. It went 3.6.
$1
That's a lot of singles.
There's a lot of singles. It ain't 3.6. It might make you fall into a car and rob her, but it's not 3.6.
So she start getting shit like that. God damn, man, I'm throwing money around. Fuck.
It's not 3.6. That's not 3.6 while you sleep. While you sleep.
Taking shit. You made a quarter while you're taking a dump.
Bro, 3.6 an hour. You normally sleep between 6 and 8 hours, man. So you made between 18 and 24 million dollars while you were asleep. Stop the madness. I need in. I know I gotta own.
You need to start some kind. You need to get into big pharma somehow, man. We need to start our own lab.
We can do that, man. We can do a tribe up. We can do that, man. We can go out to Colorado, not Colorado, or Wyoming or Montana. We can do that. I'm dead ass. Say less for that. I talked to my man. He into hydroponics. He want to come through and
They ain't gonna
turn
let
out.
us. You gotta take over.
Let's do that shit, bro.
We gotta
They
start our own shit. We gotta start like a new product. We gotta get a new product out here.
no.
Like they use
Bro.
like
Yeah,
fake,
I
fake
wish
meat. And
once you not black, you understand all the shit black people can do. Me being an unblack, but I used to be black. I got the T-shirt. I joined the gang. I went to some house parties. It was cool.
yeah, I used to be down with you.
I used to be black, man. It was cool, man. I learned gangster rap and shit. It was cool. But looking at the blacks from the outside in, you can do anything as a black. Everybody who does the craziest bullshit on earth is the new black. There's a reason they say that. Yeah, it's a new black, Karen, a new black, everything the new black. Because blacks can do whatever, but everything based on this nation is based on black men, and black men are scared of black women, so they don't do shit. But black women don't get nothing. Nobody give a fuck about black women except the government.
Law and order around this motherfucker. We need the white man back in power, man. Trump, 2024, man.
I don't know about the white man back, but I like Trump. I like Trump. Shout out to Trump.
Trump a real nigga. He's just white. He's a capitalist. He's not a whatever the fuck these motherfuckers
he got in trouble for the same shit, just telling the truth.
And what did
they tried to put him in jail. They got 4 indictments on him now.
But why did they? But all right, this is now. When he first was trying to run, why were they trying to take him down?
Because he challenged the parties.
Okay, let me rephrase that. How did they try to take him down?
They tried to clown him, try to make him out to be a clown. But then he destroyed the Bush family and all the Republicans, and then he destroyed the Clinton crime family.
Wait. Y'all missing the point. No, they try to take him down with girls. Somebody grab pussy. But here's the thing. Everything you just said.
Oh yeah.
Well, everything you just said is factually true, but it's superficial. Here's the truth. Hillary Clinton was helping Donald Trump defeat the Republican Party because she figured she could beat Trump.
Absolutely.
Trump only spent $5 million on that presidential run.
Yeah, he won it on Twitter.
That and all the jokey shit that was on the MSNBC and MSNBC. Hillary Clinton was financing Trump's marketing because she was scared of Jeb Bush.
Absolutely. Remember all the TV, the media that they were giving him? Like he was on CNN, he was on all the places that later said they hated him, but they're the ones that kind of built him up during the Republican primaries.
And they clowned him, but that clowning is still free marketing, right?
Absolutely.
So they made Trump a serious. There ain't no way in the world Trump should have been a serious candidate. They made Trump a serious candidate. Low energy Jeb. Like
Lion said, Little Marco.
Man, the motherfucker won the election doing slam battles.
Absolutely. He was a G with those nicknames. Crooked Hillary. The bossest shit he ever did was when he went and debated Hillary and had all the Bill's mistresses in the front row. That was gangster shit. I remember that.
That was gangster. She was like, "You stick around by the pussy," and then you should.
That was awkward.
I ain't understand not a word. You say what, Tola?
All I know is my checking account ran it over, and gas was cheap, and the world was peaceful, and he was in. When he was over.
This is what I thought he was gonna do. He didn't do it, and I'm glad he didn't because he's still alive. But I thought he was gonna try to take down the Federal Reserve and cancel Section 8.
Well, he'd be dead if he took on the Federal Reserve, probably.
That's why I said he's still alive. That's how I know he didn't.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that.
but he tried to take down Section 8 because people forget that Trump been getting pussy for a long time.
Oh yeah. Remember he had all the pageants and stuff.
Pageants. He was at all the boxing matches, hanging out with all the champs.
He owned all the casinos out in Atlantic City.
Yeah, casinos, got the hotels in every city. He licensed out his name, got the top penthouse.
Them fucking bad bitches, man.
Been smashing bad bitches, bro. Been with the hottest bitch, and he ain't care about color, nigga. He put Amarosa on the map like shorty, have a baby, be a billionaire. And nobody knew who Amarosa was.
It's like you just forgot before Trump got into office, right? We love Trump, bro. Trump was always that guy.
That's why I think it's funny when they were like, "Oh, he's racist." I'm like, "What do you mean he's racist? He's like he's cool with everybody. Always has been."
Yeah, it's crazy that it's like and you know what? I think that's why a lot of black people going so nuts now for him. Like if you look on YouTube, man, every city he pull up in, niggas is like the whole
people. I'm gonna tell you the problem with black.
You think it was like motherfucking Jay-Z or somebody out like riding through it.
Right, they're happy to see him.
I'm gonna tell you the problem with black. And
like we had a chance. He was in office. We should have been fucking with him, and we would have. You know how further ahead we would have been if we wasn't stupid.
Niggas take too long. That's why I'm worried about because I got to go to the white man. But anyway, when Crowder, I don't remember Crowder first name, but Crowder on
Stephen
Crowder. Thank you. Stephen Crowder was in the streets and he was talking to black people, men and women. Stephen Crowder came up with a conclusion, and I told motherfucker 6 years ago. Nobody listened to me though. I mean, who knows me, right? He said, "You keep calling me a racist, but everything you say is based on me being a man. So really, what you have is a gender bias, not a racial bias."
Yep.
And that's what black people problem was with Trump. They kept saying he's a racist, but he wasn't racist. He just say fuck these hoes, nigga.
Exactly.
Like, oh my God, he must be racist. No, fuck these bitches. You should be like fuck these hoes.
Right. He was a G. Remember he called that one I can't remember the one comedian a pig.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, Rosie. Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. She is kind of big, bro.
You know what's crazy, man? It's like when you look at him now. When you look at him now, it's like you could tell damn, bro. It's like he's what we need, bro. Like it's like he learned. He looks more like not even like a politician, but now, like, first time I was on some fuck it, but now like second time around, at least now I know what I need to do and I know how to do it. Type shit.
Black men would be better off. Here's the thing: black men would be better off if they stopped listening to black women and started listening to white women. And I'm not saying you should listen to any woman with clothes on, but if you're gonna listen to a bitch, at least let her be white. And this is what, if you really think about who tried to save us in this nation, shut up and tell you can come your ass up here, nigga. I validate everything I say. People forget that black women voted for Hillary in the primary. White women voted for Barack. That's how you got out the primary to the general election. Right? People forget that black people, voted for Hillary again. White women voted for Trump. Married white women. As a matter of fact, the percentage of
white women voted for Trump.
White women voted, they saved us, bro. White women, I don't think any woman should vote. I think they should repeal the 19th. But
I said that early. And
but
women,
they've been saving us, bro. They have been saving us from poor black women decisions, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got an article from like 2 years ago because I got a homegirl that live in Birmingham, and they got out a senator they said was racist. They were like, he racist. He had been there for like 18 years, and they voted him out and voted in the young dude. Like, and they had this whole news. It was on CNN and everything. Black women, they don't say shit about black men. Black women band together to vote him out, and everybody celebrating. And black girls, they don't need a reason to go on the street and twerk for a parade and shit. So they in the street just twerking and shit. Do you know the dude that they elected was a goddamn pedo? they got rid of a racist for a pedo.
That don't
And he wasn't
surprise me.
racist. And he when he if he was racist, he was the same racist y'all been dealing with for 18 years.
That shit is surprising.
First thing that motherfucker did is brought in transgender story hours so their kids can get acclimated to learning how to suck cucumbers so they can practice, for future endeavors. I'm gonna tell you this, Natalia. You'll be happier though if you just be a toddler. I'm just being honest, bro. Like all women are the homie Quasi when we were doing Too Married, Too Single. And I'm gonna let y'all rock. But the homie Quasi, we was doing Too Married, Too Single. His wife brought him a glass of wine while we were doing the show. And she like stuck her head in the camera. She's like, tell daddy, I'm a toddler. I'm a toddler. I was like, yo, I like your wife. And she said, man, I'm a toddler because I want she said, I want my husband to provide the food, provide the shelter, provide the love, provide the protection. So I want him to treat me the same way he treats our kids. I want him to do. So it's like I'm a happy toddler. It's like I don't want to be an adult. I want to be a toddler. And she looks so young because she don't put the stress on trying to be a man. She just be happy as fuck as a toddler. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do hypergamy. She married her high school sweetheart. She ain't try to do hypergamy wrong or nothing. Because y'all don't do this shit right. Y'all don't know what the fuck hypergamy is. Y'all just fuck rims. But yo, happy as shit. We tribe, nigga. I'm collect toddlers, man. Motherfuckers just be happy. Happy ass toddlers, nigga. All these goddamn responsibilities. It's hard to be an adult. Adulting is difficult. Being a toddler is cool. I mean, y'all act like toddlers, you might as well embrace it. Shit.
Being a toddler is chill. I don't understand why they don't want to be toddlers.
Nigga, do you see a stressed out toddler?
No, the other one's chilling.
Chilling.
They're letting their man go to work and take care of everything. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. These women, I don't understand. I don't understand what they fuck themselves over, man.
I blame society. I think it's like just they're like fed. Well, all right, it's an old outdated narrative that they've been taught by like old hoes and shit, and that shit
old hoes. Exactly right.
You just need to get like old hoes just need to like protect the world from old hoes.
Look, baby boomer men and old hoes are the enemy of society, bro.
Yeah, because they let it happen.
Baby boomer men and old hoes is the enemy to civilization. And the truth of the matter is, if I was 4 years old, like, look, bro, when I remember being 5 years old, I don't remember 4, but I remember being 5 years. All I wanted was some G.I. Joes, you know what I'm saying, to play my Atari, and goddamn it, and not have to eat fucking vegetables. I ain't had no stress. My parents ain't come to me like, yo, you got to come half on the bills. I was a toddler.
Right.
Toddler was a shit. I had to be in the crib at 8 o'clock or the street lights, whatever the case may be. But I ain't had nowhere to go.
Life was carefree, man.
Bicycles and Nintendo, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I had a big wheel and shit with 2 speakers on the back and shit. Hooked up to my little radio. I'm riding. I got sounds. I'm bumping. I can't leave the corner. I can't cross the street. But that's okay though. I turn around at the corner and ride back. And you're like, I'm rolling, nigga. I'm a toddler. That's the problem. The adult size toddlers want to cross the street without adult supervision and shit. Stay your ass on the side of the street. Be on the porch by the time the street lights come on. Enjoy life, nigga. Be a toddler.
That's what I mean. Life is good. I don't get it. I live in a fairly affluent neighborhood, and I see these women out walking in the middle of the day. They're just walking around, like getting their 10,000 steps in, getting some sun or whatever. But they ain't going to no job. They're just chilling. They're chilling, and they got a husband that brings home the money, and they're laughing at these women that are out being strong and independent. They're laughing at them.
Man, white women are laughing at black women in the workplace. My homegirl got mad. My Eastern Star sister, she got mad because 2 white girls J downed on her in the parking lot. She said she went out to the parking lot to have a cigarette, and 2 white girls were walking around the parking lot, just power walking on their lunch break around the parking lot. And she said they stopped and was like, I gotta use the voice.
Oh, girl, we out here walking, trying to stay fit so we can find some husbands. We not black, so we not strong. We need men.
So my whole girl got mad, like, fuck you. What that mean? Like,
I'm saying, you got a child, you can be a single mom and take care of everything on yourself. We white girls, we can't do it all.
basically, shit, they was laughing at black girls for trying to be men when they was just trying to be toddlers. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. What do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Trying to take
That's funny.
black. You know what else is strange about black women? Black women are the only people that listen to other women. Nobody else listen to other women. Every aspect of what y'all think is success comes from a man. From the professions you want to the type of money you think you should earn to the type of respect you think you should get with a title comes from men. But when you want to be in a relationship, you don't talk to the consumer because your consumer is men. I don't even know why bitches be like, I got a wife school. Bitch, how the fuck you got a wife school? You ain't marrying nobody. Only motherfucker. If you want to be in a relationship, you need to listen to men. Men will tell you what the fuck to do. Shut up, fried chicken, suck dick. It's not even that hard.
It isn't that hard.
I've heard of a kingdom. I never heard of a queendom.
Every queendom got conquered. Every single one. Except
Never
the queen.
heard. It's not a word. It's not in the dictionary.
Look, man, it's just some shit that black girls make up because they want to go.
Patriarchy.
Some bullshit black girls make up.
Patriarchy, fella.
And then every queen.
Hey, Shadrach, hey, Dirty. When you hear the word chief, what do you think of? A man or a woman?
Man. With a hat, with a cool ass tattoo. A man with a bananas ass feather hat.
Yep.
Nigga gotta have a big ass hat on.
Like, longer than girl weave, nigga. That shit just go all the way down his back. Feathers everywhere.
Some old school shit. Really?
Hey, hold on. All right, hold on. She got one off though. Hold on. It ain't that. It's rare girls be funny, but she got this one off. He said, "We say chief." She said key. That was kind of funny. I give you that one.
Yeah, that's good one.
That was kind of funny. She got one off. Oh, look, bro. But back to the point, because I'm gonna shut this down, man. I gotta go to work in the morning. But man, look, Russell Brand is going to get arrested. Well, he's going to get indicted. He's not going to go to jail. I don't think he's going to go to jail. But I do.
But he will be charged. You think?
I believe he's going to be charged because I believe they're trying to make examples of people like men in particular. I don't think he's going to jail because I don't think he did anything. I think they're looking for somebody he doesn't fuck with in the last 7 years because they're going back 20, 30 years right now. I think they just got to find somebody within the last 7 years and they're gonna charge him, bro. I don't think he's going to jail though. You know what I'm saying? I think you got to be on camera.
Something. Come on. That's why.
Did you hear them? They have an audio of the one girl. They say. Did you hear that audio? And it sounds all robotic. Like he did stuff to me like 30 years ago that I didn't like. It's all fucking robotic and shit. Like this ain't even real, man.
They got good AI now. They can't even give him better shit than that.
Sound like a fucking 1950s robot and shit. His victims do.
But you know what though? This is the problem with 20 year ago victims. 20 years ago, they might have been 23. Now they 43 and they white. So they spoil like milk. So once you hit the wall, you want that last hurrah because you're not gonna get a good man. So at least you want a cushion.
Yep.
So I don't, like I said, I think he's gonna get charged. I don't think he's going to jail, but you got to charge him so they can have all the civil suits to come out.
That's right. Yeah, and then they can try to get a bag off him.
They try to get a bag off him. I think they're gonna have either a civil suit. I mean a class action suit with all the girls, or everybody gonna do a civil suit and try to get some of that Rumble money because he getting some money off Rumble, bro. He checking the bag and he's still going on tour. Now I don't see how because he's not funny, but to me. But he British though. Brits have like a strange sense of humor. I don't get it, but
some of them pounds and euros and shit, man. You got it.
Yeah, I don't.
If he was smart, if he's gonna get charged, he might as well get out of town like Russell Simmons and just bounce, go to some country that doesn't have an extradition
Man,
treaty.
but nah, because
Also freezes accounts and all that kinds of
here's
shit.
the problem with that though. When you come out, because Russell came out a few years ago and said he was a sex addict. Said he had a problem. He went to rehab. I don't even know what sex rehab is, but he went to sex rehab, got counseling. So I don't know how they'll spin that to say if they'll say like, yo, he was taking everybody goodies because he a sex addict. But I can't really because he filthy rich. He looted up. He popular. You know what I'm saying? He quirky, handsome. You know what I'm saying? And like Keanu Reeves and what was the name of that movie when they were surfboarders? Something Tide. It was Keanu Reeves. He was like an undercover cop, and he was after Russell Crowe, not Russell Crowe.
Point
That
Break.
was another Russell. Huh?
Point Break.
Yeah, Point Break. That was another Russell. What the fuck was the name of that Russell? That was Kurt Russell. Did Kurt Russell snatch some kids? Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, Russell.
I don't think it counts though. 'Cause it's last name.
Last name don't count. All right. Yeah, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell was like the gang leader of Point Break. Yeah, Point Break. Like he got
like that
he got-
point. He went through some rough patches, but like no weird shit. Yeah, no weird.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna roll with that. So last name Russell don't count. Your first name got to be Russell. But the first name Russell, did I prove my point though, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, you made a good case.
I'm on board with that one. Russell's are not to be trusted.
Yeah, don't trust
Now,
Russell.
Russell, I'm gonna look at him funny. Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
There's a lot of Russells that are having some problems. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I
don't know. He won't be biased just because of this theory, but I don't know, man.
See in the chat, he said Bill Russell was a good man. So there you go. So the last name must be his.
Last name. Yeah, that was last name. Bill Russell was a good man. Last name. His name was, if his name was Russell Bill, though, I have some real questions.
Well, he'd already been in jail, though.
Yeah, black man in Boston in the '60s. Yeah, he would have been in jail. Yeah, that's true. That's hey, you right. Bill Russell was. So it's only first names. We're gonna roll with that. Anybody who first name is Russell, Russell's, Keisha's, Shaniqua's, Todd's, not to be trusted.
Yeah, I think good list.
Yeah, don't trust Todd. Todd's don't touch kids. Todd just always be on bullshit. Always, you'll fuck around and get killed in the Todd. Don't fuck with Todd. Todd just be on bullshit. And nothing happen to them. You be dead as shit. Don't nothing happen to Todd. Todd just move around and get somebody else killed by doing some dumb shit. Stay away from Todd.
Yo, I don't talk to nobody. Yo, I'm like probably we just live right next door to each other. Like I'm cool with him, but he's just like this nigga never came to like one of my barbecues. Nothing like. This nigga never threw a barbecue. Been living over here for over damn near 20 years, man.
Yeah, don't trust Todds, man. Don't trust. I grew up with some Todds, man. And so that's back in the day. I'm dating myself, but I told y'all I'm 40, man. Look, that's back in the day when Todd 1 was a hot. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was rocking the Todd 1 sweatsuits and shit. The little, you know what I'm saying, track suits. All them niggas had Todd 1 track suits. All them niggas' name was Todd. And they stayed on bullshit. And then Todd Bridges.
Short's first name.
Yeah, he stay on bullshit. Todd Bridges stay on bullshit. All the time. All the time. Stay away from Todds, man.
Only thing about Todd cool because like sometimes like when like in the wintertime, like when it be like if it's a snowstorm or some shit, like he got a snowblower. I mean I got a snowblower too, but like if he get up before me and shit, he'll like blow in front of my house and shit, like the sidewalk. He'll do my shit too.
That's how they get it. I told you. What I just tell you, bro? I say Todds don't be on no creepy shit. Todds you just end up somewhere with Todds and you be fucked up. No, that's how they get you.
You don't have no friends. You don't throw parties, like bro. Like I'm telling you, I've been living over there for over 20 years, bro. This nigga never threw a party once. Like this nigga, like I mean, he never had people over. Nothing. Like, I mean, from time to time, you see like one or two people, family members, but like, bruh, like, really stays to yourself.
He's got
He
all
got
the
a big,
bodies in the basement.
that's a big ass house too, so it's like kind of weird.
He's got all the bodies in the basement. He's got to keep people away.
Norman Bates type shit, like if these houses is big over it, what you doing in there?
I ain't got no more cash apps. I do see a text message. Fuck you, Conto. If you still in here, fuck you. My boy texted me. He said, man, he texted me a couple hours ago. He said, your chili cheese fry delay has caused your opening not to have audio. See, y'all ain't shit. Still, man, look.
Your mic sounds a lot better though now. I'm glad you got a new mic.
Yeah, man. I don't have no sound effects though. I got to figure out how to hook it
Yeah,
up.
you gotta get them back. That one you had the other day, like a day or two ago, that shit was borging out. I don't know what was going on with that, but
yeah, that shit was crazy.
That was last night or the night before.
Just like the last month. Hold on, she say she's like a politician's career oriented. Trump shouldn't have been in, but okay, here's the issue with that. I know you got clothes on, but I'll try to explain this one.
career oriented.
What
the hell does that mean? Career oriented.
Career politician, I guess. America is not a democracy. America is a corporatocracy. In its core, it's a republic, but it's a corporatocracy. We believe in, and America is a corporation in itself, and everybody else is just plugged in into the corporation. I would rather my corporation be run by a general. I'm tired of these fucking lawyers. But in lieu of somebody who will shoot, so they understand if you're gonna be the commander in chief, you understand you've seen blood before, so you have some type of, you know what I'm saying, compassion about that shit. In lieu of that, I would like the leader of my corporation of America to be somebody who's run corporate. Niggas love activists. The key word in activist is act. Y'all love motherfuckers that promise that you're gonna find somebody else to raise your kids so you ain't gotta be with your baby daddy, and open up a after school program so you ain't gotta raise your own kids. But the America's about that business. The fact that we've had so many activists in there, that's why they keep raising the debt ceiling, but ain't no money coming in. We lost manufacturing. We're about to lose the dollar.
Oh God.
You gotta have somebody that understands consequences. There's no consequences to an activist. There's no consequence to a lawyer. Lawyers are literally trained to argue both sides. So you can go from being a state prosecutor to a defense attorney in a weekend, and your life's still set. It is what it is.
A career that, like if a politician is a career politician, that's a red flag.
I real talk. You don't need no Nancy Pelosi. Even though Nancy Pelosi was hot as shit in her day, she had a day. Nancy Pelosi was hot as fuck in her day. Now, you know who else?
Smart.
If that's the only career they've ever had.
It's like at this point, it's like they don't even. She don't even. She's on her way out, man, and they just holding on to power, man. They just clawing on to power and just taking. They just all a money grab at this point, man. It's not even about the politics or the policies of the people. They don't give a fuck about shit, man.
It's not about the power either. Now, normally I would agree with you. But I don't agree with you on this one because they baby boomers, and baby boomers just dumb. This is the
access to shit. That's what I mean by power. The stuff they have access to. They're inside trading on the stock market. They're freaking, you know what I mean? They're you know, they're slowing up. They're blocking legislations and shit that people need passed and shit that would benefit us and shit, like all kinds of shit, man.
I agree they're doing that, but they still would have been able to, well, maybe not blocking legislation, but they still would have got the money. Here's the problem with boomers. Boomers never grew up. Boomers never get out of player. Like at 40, I'm a coach, right? I played from 8 years old to 30. Like Pee Wee League to you made to the league, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and after that, you get into broadcasting and become a coach or some shit like that, a scout. Like it's a natural progression of life. Boomers want to be players till they die. Like they never brought a successor in. I was so shocked that Jesse Jackson made a successor before he died, even though he on 2 wheelchairs and he can't talk. He got Parkinson's. Like he all fucked up. He damn near dead. And even with that, because of the type of nigga he is, he ain't even make his son a successor. Cause they don't give a fuck about family either. Baby boomer men move just like Gen X women.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't necessarily. I agree with you, Tola. Don't get it twisted. I just think that they boomers though, so they never figured out a exit plan and how to put their people in place so they can still get what they wanted while they retired and drunk. You know what I'm saying? Drink lemonade on the beach in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like old people supposed to do.
In a way, man. That's all I'm saying. Motherfuckers just in a way, man.
They in a way.
Get
She's
the
talking
hell
about
out
she
the
loved
way.
maybe 30 years ago, Nancy. 2023 Nancy. Nah,
AOC, like, what the fuck is she? Like, where they get her from? She finna be like the next Nancy Pelosi for like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta get her out, man.
I agree with that. All right, hold on. This is a good point. All right, let's tell you. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Richard Richard J. Daley, the daddy, did put his sons on. He put his son Bill in the White House. He put his son Richard M. as a mayor. You're absolutely right. But he wasn't a boomer. He was silent generation. Richard M. Daley was a boomer, and he would have been a mayor for life, except he stole all that money when he thought Chicago was going to get the Olympics. That as soon as the Olympics went to Rio, he shredded all. He told us a year in advance, like, I'm not running no more. Took a year to shred everything in the office, married a black chick, which is crazy because he was racist as fuck. But apparently, for years, his mistress was a black girl. As soon as his wife died, he married a black chick, retired, named a park after his wife, and moved on a golf course. But that's because he stole. Had he not stole $50 million, thinking we was gonna get the Olympics in 2008, well, it was 2006 when he stole it. He thought we was gonna get the 2012 Olympics or 2016 Olympics, whatever however they bid it, but we ain't get it. So yeah, he did retire, and he ain't had no successor. That's absolutely true though. That's the last. But Richard M. Daley's son ain't running for mayor. Well, maybe he will though. We'll see. But they doing it right. They are crooks though. I give you that. They some, but they some old school crooks though. They some Bridgeport Irish gang shits. They about that life. But they don't have gangs. They call them what they call them social clubs. They the Irish social clubs. But they was gangs. You know they from Chicago, they gangs. That's all Chicago do is gang bang. Everybody in Chicago gang bang. The Irish, the Polish, the blacks. Solo over there smoking that good. He's smoking that Reggie though. You don't cough like that off good, Solo.
Went down the wrong pipe, man.
Pat Quinn wasn't no governor though, Natalia. Pat Quinn Pat Quinn had. Oh, you talking about he had a black girl? Pat Quinn had a sister. Oh, but Pat Quinn wasn't no real politician. Pat Quinn was a lieutenant governor, and then goddamn it, that's when Blagojevich got indicted for selling Barack Obama's Senate seat, and Pat Quinn was an intern, the what they call it, not intern, interim governor, but he didn't win he didn't run an actual election. He just did the rest of Blagojevich's term. But he did have a black girl. I met that dude one time somewhere. I don't know what the fuck I met Pat Quinn. But he did have that black girl, but he played it off too. He acted like she was his speaker, not speaker of the house, because that's the president. But what speaker of the state? I don't know what you call the state speaker. But yeah, he used to have her walking around, and she used to like do speeches before he come in, like she was the opening act. Whole time he hitting up from the back. Yeah, you right. Queen did have him a little piece of chocolate. You right. You right. There's an awful lot of old white men with some young black girls. Young black girls is predators. Y'all be fucking with them old white men. They don't be thinking about y'all. They be trying to get them a little wholesome Irish girl, and y'all be in there trying to contaminate them with that chocolate cooter. Hey, let me explain something to you, Marcus. I've been grabbing girls by the coochie since 1993, nigga. Since sock hop school.
Way before Trump came onto the scene.
Nigga, that's how we used to dance, nigga. Popping and jerking. That's why I was tripping when they was mad about it. Like, yo, that's how we dance, nigga. Anyway, guys, I'm about to shut this down, man. It's almost 1 a.m. I gotta be at work at 7, nigga. So
That's the one over there.
ain't no goddamn lie. Y'all some goddamn predators. All y'all do is try to put that stanky twanky on people and try to goddamn get $40. That's all y'all do. Goddamn predators. I know y'all. I've been amongst the colored girls. I know what the fuck y'all do. I got 3 sisters, a mama, cousins, 2 aunties, 2 grandmas. My whole block is all girls except me and 3 other boys. That's a lot of goddamn turning double dutch, but playing house afterwards. Goddamn went to school with y'all in public school. I know y'all goddamn heathens. All y'all do is molest people and then goddamn it regret the dick and blame them for goddamn it getting some coochie that you made them take. I know how y'all get down. Y'all some goddamn predators. Just saying. I don't mind it though, but I mean, do the one thing you're good at, but y'all just got. That's all I don't see how it's incels in this world, because all y'all do is steal weenie. I don't understand. Y'all steal a whole weenie too, nigga. Just y'all 6 friends, fuck it, 6 friends. Y'all take all the weenie. Y'all some motherfucking weenie robbers, like bank robbers, but weenie. Then y'all always try to fucking make the last nigga in the train be your boyfriend and shit. Y'all niggas crazy. Fucking
Say no to weenie robbers, man. The motherfucking
weenie robbers, bro. As my, if the nigga name wasn't Russell, I would think he was a victim. I thought he was a victim when I started this stream until I realized, goddamn it, Russell's got a bad situation.
That's the lesson for the night. Don't trust Russells and say no to weenie robbers and single mothers.
Goddamn right. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here, guys. Man, I appreciate y'all coming up, man. It's been fun, man. It's been fun. I'm pretty sure.
Shad rap, dirty.
Some clippable. I'm gonna get this shit right, bro. I'm gonna get the OBS right. We gonna go back to OBS. I don't like StreamYard. Can't do my sound effects and shit. I like my little clips. Anyway, any last words, Shad?
Yay! I'm out. Good to see you. I'll catch up with you later, man.
Man, I appreciate you coming up, man. It's been fun, man. It's been a long time since I had an open panel. Motherfuckers forced me on. I ain't even mean to come on this motherfucker, man. I ended up on StreamYard anyway. Anyway, man. Shout out to Mineral Mist, man, once again for the daycare fee. He the only one that love me. Anyway, as always, man. Appreciate y'all sliding through. Love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Try, but I ain't letting you up, Marcus. I'm finna get up out this bitch. She's talking about clean folks. I like that though. But try, but
Chill. You're one of the top 6 speakers of the past 8 years, but I hated you at first. Could you please mention the Dirty Folks podcast? Thank you, Lord Charles. Dirty Folks.
And see, I find it to be hilarious because even if I did behave like a teenager, I would be ahead of a lot of these B-dubs that want to make these comments because a lot of you behave like toddlers. Shout out to my man, Dirty Folk.
And it's because y'all niggas don't support. Y'all do support. Y'all support titties and pussy. Hey, shout out to Dirty Folk.
Men have sort of quietly begun to agree that even the most like off the wall extreme advice or takes that you get from some random guy on the internet is more useful than anything allegedly profound that you would hear from a trained black female professional. All right, like let's take a perfect example of this, right? The idea of dirty folks when he come up and he says like women with clothes on, that is a way more useful notion to frame your mental state around than anything your black female therapist would ever tell you. Because she's a woman with clothes on. Why the fuck would you listen to her? Like when he says that, it makes sense in a way that it just appeals to you. And it's something that your black female therapist could never match.
Yo, Trabsman, the daycare is too influential to be so small. Do your big homie a favor, man. Like, sub, share, clip. I know I got at least 10 bars that can change somebody's life, man. Help me to help my brother. Love each other as you love yourself.